And we live in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's get to it, man. So you know what it is. A lot of news today, man. Remember this. You come in the chat, like it up. You come in the chat, like it up, man. A lot of things to talk about. Heavy, man. I'm gonna get into some articles, get into some training camp day 2, news articles. See what's going on around SKOL territory, though. And let's just go from there, yeah. I'm gonna just go ahead and get into this article right away. Remember, you in the chat, like it up. You in the chat, like it up, man. Much appreciated. Big SKOL here, SKOL Vikes. See right here, man. Let's get it. Day 2 for the win. Give me 1 second. Day 2 for the win. Give me 1 second. Vikings training camp recap. Day 2. JJ McCarthy impresses. Another cornerback injury scare. Are you kidding me? Another cornerback injury scare. Hold up right there. Are you really kidding me right now? I'm going to just stop it right there. SKOL in the building. SKOL in the building. Always in the building. Shout out SKOL. But I'm going to just stop it right there, though. You telling me another cornerback near injury? I'm going to say it like this, dog. I don't know who the cornerback is. I believe it may be Shaq Griffin. If I'm not mistaken. Fire the chat room up heavy. But at the end of the day, the Vikings can handle no more injuries, dog. They can suffer no more injuries. Their cornerback room, very thin. Their cornerback room, very thin, huh? That's the main thing. I mean, let's think about it. Can they afford to lose a Shaq Griffin, even an Andrew Booth, and he's no count? You hear me? Even an Andrew Booth, and he's no count, dog. They can't afford to lose no person. What are their options? I say bring in Marshawn Lattimore. Some people like Marshawn, some people don't. If you don't want to see Marshawn Lattimore in the building because of personal reasons, you're in your feelings, emotions, because he's a Saint, and we know the Vikings-Saints rivalry, get out of there, dog. We're talking about the Vikings making the playoffs. They need corners. They need corners, dog. Duke Shelley, probably not it. Huh? The white McLaughlin there, young UDFA, but he's still unproven, dog. They can't afford any injuries, homie. Any injuries, dog, to that cornerback position. You hear me? They're in a tough spot, dog. You mean to tell me they're in a position where you have to rely on Andrew Booth? Andrew Booth? Oh, it's Shaq Griffin. Oh, man, it's Shaq Griffin. Scolding. Is that facts? Scolding. Is that facts? Let me know, big dog. Let me know if that's facts. You hear me? Is Shaq Griffin the cornerback that almost got injured today? I need to know, man. Let me know in the chat. Make sure you in the chat, like it up. Is that facts? Is Shaq Griffin? Did he almost get injured, dog? Steve Barrett in the building. Steve Barrett in the building, dog. Shout out Steve Barrett. Hey, EJ, what up, big dog? Delton Vincent, yo, fuck that. Everyone gets hurt. It's crazy right now, Vincent. It's crazy right now, dog. But you telling me Shaq Griffin almost got hurt? Oh, man, calm it down. Calm it down, homie. Calm it down, homie. Yeah, but he'll be fine. Hey, I get that. That's all good. I'm glad he'll be okay. You hear me? Oh, man, I'm glad he'll be okay. I hope that's facts. Like I say, I'm going to get into the article, dog. Training camp day 2, I told you, ain't no more hiding. They got to show up, dog. Who the best? Put the best on the field. Ain't no more hiding and running. Even with injuries, dog, who won't step up? They can't sit and pat about it. Prayers up to Makai Blackman, but they can't sit and pout about it, huh? That's going to hold him back. Yeah, I'm sure Kevin O'Connell, Brian Flores upset, but they can't show it. They can't go around all being sad, mad. Oh, I lost my corner. I lost my starting corner. Brian Flores got to do what he do, adapt. Heavy. Adapt, heavy, adapt, like he adapted last season with that piss poor defense, turned him into some dogs, huh? You have enough weapons there. You may be sluggish in the secondary position. You may be very questionable, but at the end of the day, build your pass rush. You got magnificent edge rushers. One thing you should be able to do that will help your secondary and cornerbacks is get to that quarterback. Get to that quarterback. That's why you brought in exclusive, you know what I'm saying, pass rushers, edge rushers, dog. Van Ginkel, Renard, Speed, Dallas Turner, Roll Tide, full of pride. That's why you bring these players in. So your pass rush should be able to get there at least You hear me? That's how you neutralize it. You hear me? And your corners are in coverage less. It'll be a weakness, but how do you maneuver? That's why you get the big bucks, the big bucks. But you have enough talent to be a playoff team. Probably one and done, but you have enough talent to be a playoff team, Vikings. This is where coaches must adapt. We're going to see how coaches adapt. You hear me? How do they really get out? How do they really maneuver? Everybody can look great with all the talent in the world. You hear me? That's how you know Brian Flores will bounce back, dog. Period. Bottom line. You know how he operates. The Minnesota Vikings defense last season looked great at times, huh? The time they look piss poor, that's the lack of talent, inconsistency, dog. Especially later in the season over, dudes ready to go home, get to their wife full time, etc. Huh? Huh? But Shaq Griffin, stay aware, big dog. The Vikings can't afford to lose Shaq Griffin. You hear me? I don't care what they talking about. Hands down, man down. You cannot afford to lose Shaq Griffin. You hear me? You cannot afford to lose Shaq Griffin, dog. And everybody saying, oh, he okay, he all right. That's too close for comfort. Too close to comfort for me, homie. Who the Vikings bring in? What cornerback they bring in? Oh, let's look it up real quick. They bring in some dude, right? Cornerback position, but that's not good enough for me, dog. They can't afford no more injuries, dog. You hear me? Give me 1 second, man. What's the cornerback they bring in? Yeah, let me know, dog. You hear me? Give me 1 second. They brought in the dude from if you know, let me know in the chat, man. Let me know in the chat. Let me know which cornerback. What's the cornerback's name? I think he's from the Texans. Let me know. Let me know, please, in the chat. Cooperate in the chat. If you in the chat, like it up. Let me know ASAP, quickly and swiftly. You hear me? Okay, here we go. Let's check it out real quick. Vikings side cornerback reinforcement. Janik Earnhardt. Let's see. Scolding in the building. Appreciate you, Scolding. Appreciate you, Scolding. He says, yeah, Francis, they bought in. Okay. So let's check this guy out 1 second. Let's see what he's really about. Hold on. Vikings side cornerback reinforcements. It was a primary headline after Wednesday's practice session. The Minnesota Vikings lost cornerback Mekhi Blackmon to a torn ACL, which is devastating news for the sophomore, but also a big blow for the secondary that had really entered training camp without rookie Kyrie Jackson after his tragic accident. Rest in peace, Kyrie Jackson. Vikings side cornerback reinforcement. Suddenly, the once crowded cornerback room was feeling quite empty. Oh, it's very empty. It's very empty. You hear me? Oh, it's very empty, baby. You know what I'm saying? It can't get no more empty, dog. The remaining depth chart showed only 8 cornerbacks, down 2 players within a few weeks. Talk about wow. Folks started to wonder whether calling one of the big-name free agents like Stephon Gilmore would make sense. No, I don't think Stephon Gilmore makes real sense, dog. Let me know in the chat. Do you want Gilmore? Let me know in the chat. Would you want Stephon Gilmore? Would you want Stephon Gilmore in the chat? Jacoby Francis. But let me know in the chat, because I'm not too big on Stephon Gilmore. You know what I'm saying? I'm not too big on Stephon Gilmore, dog, if you ask me. I would much rather see Marshawn Lattimore in the building. Marshawn Lattimore in the building. You hear me? That's who I'm rocking with. Marshawn Lattimore in the building. Delton Vincent says no. Delton Vincent says no. He says hell no to the Gilmore. Like, why you need Gilmore? Matter of fact, let's stop it, though. We'll get back to it. But why do you need Gilmore? You hear me? Why would you really bring Gilmore in? What does he do? He's on a decline. Didn't he battle injury last season? Huh? You saw what Jettas did to him. You bringing him in, paying him how much? You can get a younger guy playing at a higher level for that. You hear me? I want Marshawn Lattimore. I'm damn near ready to say a Vikings give up a second-round draft pick to acquire Marshawn Lattimore. You're heavy, dog. We got time. We hit. I'm damn near about to say Vikings give up a second-round draft pick for Marshawn Lattimore for 2025? Let me know in the chat if you agree. Would you give up a second-round draft pick next season for Marshawn Lattimore right now? With the injuries the secondary has succumbed to, do you want Lattimore? Who wants Lattimore? You hear me? Let me know if you want Lattimore. You hear me? You understand me? Who wants Lattimore, dog? We're fine. No moves. Jay Ward or Theo Jackson schemed them in. You can talk about Jay Ward. Theo Jackson is strictly a safety. So you really can't say scheme Theo Jackson is. Scheme Theo Jackson in, Delton Vincent. You hear me? You got to think about it, big dog. You can't really scheme Theo Jackson for the cornerback position, man. He's strictly a safety. Now, Jay Ward, he's versatile, but he's been in the NFL 2 years playing the safety position. Now you're just going to change him abruptly, switch it up. Will he be ready by week 1? Now, understand, if you're a football player, you're a football player. You're still on the defensive side and secondary, but he has to learn quickly and swiftly and learn the game. You hear me? Really learn the game, a whole new position. It's still a whole new position. You hear? Point blank, huh? Point blank, man. Nah, Skolden, I said Marshawn Lattimore, no Xavier Howard. I said Marshawn Lattimore, not Xavier Howard, Skolden. He can stay over there, you hear me? he can stay way over there, you hear me? If what he did is allegedly true, dog. Bottom lines, I'm sure it's still a court case, whatever, but yeah, he guilty of that. He can stay over there, way over there, dog. I said Marshawn Lattimore, you hear me? Delta Vincent says, don't have the pick to give. What don't they have to give, Delton Vincent? Expound, huh? Oh, we don't have a second. Got you. Shout out my dog, Delton Vincent. Shout out my dog, Delton Vincent, huh? You hear me? He says we don't have a second next year. All right, bet. So now it makes sense. So now you got to try for a third. Delton Vincent, is that accurate information? Is that facts? So they got to try for a third. Then. All I'm saying is do what you got to do to get Marshawn Lattimore in the building. You hear me? Do what you got to do to get him in the building. Hands down, man down, dog. You hear me? Steve Bear, we have a 1 and 2 and 2-5. So that's it? Just a 1 and 2? Man, where the capital at? Where the capital? Draft capital. I guess that's what happens when you trade this and that. You hear me? Make maneuvers. But it's all good. Quasi gonna cook. All right. That's right, Skolden. That's right. Oh, that makes sense. It's worth all that. Dallas Turner worth all that, dog. Dallas Turner is worth all that. Oh, Delton Vincent. No one's saying that. No one's saying Lattimore is worth a 1, dog. Don't get it misconstrued, Delton Vincent. I'm not saying Lattimore is worth a 1. Did I say that, dog? I said a 2 or a 3 or a 4, etc. Don't give up a first-round pick for him. Nah. I ain't saying that, big dog. Don't do that. You hear me, Delta? Shout out Delton Vincent, but don't do that. You hear? Never say he worth a 1, dog. You know what I'm saying? That would be foolish. That would be foolish, dog. Huh? That would be super foolish. You hear me? That would make no sense. Wouldn't damn near say give up a 1 for Lattimore. Nah. Who would say that? Comps may change that, though. Comps may change what, Steve Barrett? Expound, Steve Barrett. All I'm saying is this. The Vikings, the cornerback situation is very tight. They're in a tight spot, dog. And they can't afford no injuries, but they need talent. They can't afford no injuries, but they need talent, dog. Period, bottom line, point blank. You hear me? They need talent, dog. Huh? So I don't care if Shaq Griffin is okay. It's still, woo, wow, whoa. Too close for comfort, dog. You hear me? Too close for comfort, dog. Huh? You dig me? You get my drift? Woo. Yeah, I know. I'm just saying it's not an option to trade for him. He might be a surprise cut, though. Definitely be a surprise. It would definitely be a surprise if they cut Lattimore, huh? Heavy, duh. Point blank period. You hear? Definitely be a surprise cut. And guess what? The Vikings better scoop him up. Get in and scoop him up. You hear me? Get him in here. Get him in the building. The Vikings should not reach on personnel. I agree. But some personnel is worth it. You don't reach and give a first-round pick for Lattimore, but you try and reach second round, third round. That's a win-win, dog. Fair ball. Fair ball, you hear me? Yeah, think about it. You get an elite corner, still in his prime. Can develop, can work on his skills, and then Brian Flores, think about him under Brian Flores. Huh? His football IQ, football acumen, huh? Let's be real about it, man. Let's not be biased. Huh? You hear me? And shout out Delton Vincent. I get what you're saying, dog. I'm right there with you, but at the end of the day, they got to be in panic mode, huh? We can sit here sugarcoat it, and the Vikings going to stay calm. They got to stay cool, collected. I'm not saying literally panic, but they got to be in making maneuvers, dog. They got to bring somebody in quickly and swiftly, man. That's the bottom line, man. You going to rely on Andrew Booth? No way. No way, dog. If Andrew Booth is your starter, you might as well tank this season in. Get ready to tank. Huh? If Andrew Booth is starting for any reason, besides he absolutely has to because of injuries, get him out of here. Get the Vikings out of here. Season out of here. They got the nerve to put him on Jettas in training camp. You saw what happened there. Burnt over the top, Sam Darnold, beautiful football, dog, in the lap. Bam, give me that. We're going to get into that in a minute, a little later. Yeah, we here, big SKOL Vikes, baby. You hear me? You hear me? Let's get it, man. That's all I'm saying. The Vikings cornerback situation is a tight one. It's a tight one. How will they adapt? Let's get back to the story. Definitely got to play the board. Definitely got to play the board, dog. That's part of the game, part of the business. Maneuvers all season, all off season, all year long. Who's going to make the best move? Who's going to win? Yeah. What can Kwesi do? What can O'Connell do? What deal can they make work? Boom, quickly and swiftly. Cornerbacks in the building. Huh? You dig me? You get my drift, huh? Big SKOL, dog. Big SKOL here. You in the chat, like it up. You in the chat, like it up. Yeah. Yeah, man. You in the chat, like it up, dog. Period. Let's get it. Homeboy, we did pick up Jabril Cox. You'll love him. Jabril Cox, linebacker. What is he? I seen something on Jabril Cox. He a linebacker. What is Jabril Cox? What is his position? What is his position, dog? What is Jabril Cox position? I must know, dog. What is Jabril? Is he a linebacker? He a DN? What is he? Linebacker. Bet I'm gonna look him up. We hit big SKOL. Let's get back to this article, man. Look up his stats. I'm gonna check him out. Let's get back to this training camp, man. Well, first let's finish the cornerback thing real quick. Give me a second, man. Because you have to do something, man, quickly and swiftly. That's what it is. There already. Stephon Gilmore, no. General Manager Kwesi Adolfo-Mensah wasted no time acquiring Jacoby Francis, a third-year player who spent the previous 2 seasons with the Houston Texans. Aaron Wilson announced the news on X. So Jacoby Francis, a third-year player. Was he a starter? Was he a starter with the Texans or just a depth chart guy? Anybody know? Let me know, dog. Vikings are signing former Texans corner Jacoby Francis per a league source. Francis is certainly not intended to enter any starting lineup discussions. Right, facts. And that's the problem right there. So you're losing You're losing potential starters and picking up and gaining guys who cannot start. Strictly backup. So we're talking about depth chart moves, strictly a depth chart fill-in move. You know, like the guy just said, he's not a starter. You know what I'm saying? Facts. Facts, Delton Benson. Basically a camp punching bag, dog. They're not relying on Francis to be a starter. Probably won't even make the squad. They're trying to fill the roster, dog. It's not a lot of talent out there left out there to choose from, huh? Marshawn Lattimore, probably the only guy, right? That's worth it. It makes some sense, huh? It makes some real sense here. He's no starter. He's no elite cornerback. He doesn't improve your defense. Unless for some odd apparent reason he breaks out, he balls out, which I don't expect he will. Get back to it, man. Here. But he provides needed depth. He came out of Memphis when the Texans signed an undrafted rookie in 22. While he didn't make the initial 53-man roster, Houston elevated him to the game day roster a few times and then prompted him in December. The defensive back appeared in 5 games and registered 76 snaps on special teams. Excuse me. He did not see the field on defense. Strictly a backup. He's not that nice, bro. In the sophomore campaign, the defender again failed to make the roster and was stashed on the practice squad. He's just a practice squad guy, man. He will be no factor on the defense. You hear me? You know what I'm saying? Quasi playing the board. Facts at this point, what else can he do, huh? What else can he do at this point but play the board? He ain't got too many options, Delton. You hear him? He ain't got too many options, dog. The Texans released him halfway through the season, ending his stint with the franchise. Early in 2024 season, Francis was included in Minnesota rookie minicamp roster as a tryout player. Oh, wow. So he was strictly a tryout guy? Yeah, he's not. He doesn't help this defense in any form or fashion, bro. The secondary is in trouble. The secondary is officially in trouble. The secondary is officially in trouble, dog. EJ Cowboys owner took shot at Vikings. Scolding, what'd he say? What was said, Scolding? Let me know heavier. Was he disrespectful? Was he talking about a player? What the news is, Scolding? Let me know, dog. Let me know, homie. You heard me. Let's get back to this article now. He was not signed at the time, but remained just one call away. The Vikings now employ 9 healthy cornerbacks in addition to Blackman. Not anymore, dog. Blackman's not healthy. What are you saying, homeboy? You hear me? Who is expected to miss the 2024 season? Byron Murphy, questionable. Shaquille Griffin, questionable. Evans, questionable. Ben Sorry, Duke Shelley. Who is Duke Shelley? Dwight McLaughlin. Who knows? Potential. AJ Green. Who is he? Jalen Williams. Practice backup. Jacoby Francis backup. You telling me this is a solid roster? It's no one you can believe in on this cornerback room right now. Maybe Shaquille Griffin, barely. Huh? Somebody let me know, dog. Who can you believe in that cornerback room, homie? In that cornerback room, who can you believe in? Do you hear? Somebody please let me know, dog. Somebody let me know out here, man. Who can you believe in solidly and feel confident? Yeah, that's our team. That's our fucking corner. That's our motherfucking corner, baby. He's our lockdown guy. I don't care if it's a number 1 by Byron Murphy's name. He ain't no number 1 corner in the league. He let that boy Keenan from the Chargers do him dirty, do him in. 200 plus from Keenan? You believe in Murphy? 200 plus yards from Keenan, and you believe in Murphy, dog? You hear me? Make it make sense, homie. You hear me? And I said they would make the playoffs. I may have to re-break down the schedule. You dig me? You get my drift? Because it's looking real suspicious round here, round yonder. You understand, dog? Byron Murphy, you're number 1. And he's an inside slot playing boy. He's no outside man-to-man lockdown. If the White McLaughlin can somehow, he's just some way, man, hopefully would be great for the Vikings if he's just a pure baller. One of them guys like Kyrie Jackson would have been. We can assume that. We don't know, but we know what Kyrie Jackson was, dog. But the White McLaughlin, all the talent in the world, can it translate quickly and swiftly? He already shined. He already got some reps with the ones, OTAs, etc. So could he really shine and elevate? That would help them out tremendously. Huh? But if not, boy, a long road for that secondary. Cornerback position, wow. Let's finish this topic, baby. Byron Murphy is the team's top cornerback. Psych. There's trouble there. His versatility to play outside and slot allows the Vikings to be creative in the backfield. All right, give me a sec. If the team has two outside cornerbacks, he can slide inside, and if someone claims the slot role, he can play on the outside. What does it matter if he gonna get beat on either side, homie? What sense does it make? Doesn't matter where you put him if he can't cover. In the outside, he's gonna get burned. You know what I'm saying? Let's just talk facts. Shaquille Griffin was signed to bring in some veteran experience. The former Pro Bowler is a strong starting candidate, although his play has fallen off in recent years. Still, he should give defensive coordinator Brian Flores a solid baseline that the young players will need to clear if they're going to re-enter the starting lineup. Yes, Shaquille Griffin, Shaq Griffin is your hope, your big hope right now. The veteran you hope stands out and can step up. Caleb Evans and Andrew Booth, the 2022 draftees, now carry a lot of hope / expectations. Evans started most games last season, and while playing well in some contests, he had some poor outings in others, resulting in a couple of late season benchings. You mean to tell me you get benched late season and it's not a conundrum? This man can't cover nobody, dog. He can tackle. He's physical. I give him that. He can't cover a tight end, homie, a running back. You hear me? No disrespect. I'm talking facts. He's a liability in the secondary. And he been benched for horrible play. Booth's history is concerning, no cap, but he remained healthy all of last season. So what? He wasn't nothing, not an enforcer, no, not a contributor, unless he was absolutely necessary, unless he was absolutely needed, dog. Let's stop capping and yapping with this media, homie. You hear me? Let's not act like just because Andrew Booth was healthy all season meant something, dog. You hear me? That was one thing that was positive, homie. Let's look at his play. He got ate up early and often. We know who Andrew Booth is. Let's stop capping. You understand? Act like Andrew Booth going to make some noise. Listen, if you're counting on Griffin, it's not a good look. I mean, he's decent, but not like all that. Thank you right there. That's my point right there, Delta. I agree with you on that one, homie. You counting on him, you depending on him. They ain't got no choice, dog. That's my point exactly. Who else can they count on? Who else can they depend on, dog? You hear me? They ain't got no options. They ain't got no options, my boy. We know what's up, Delta. They ain't got no options. You hear me? The boy's in trouble on that cornerback in that cornerback room, homie. Huh? Let's come back for a minute, man. You hear me? Crazy shit is Booth junior college tape was dope. Dope, man. Booth was that guy. You thought he was going to be that guy. I said it. Everybody said it. Got to get Booth. Got to get Booth. Yeah. Everybody wanted Booth. Happy about Booth. Elated about Booth, right? Straight bust, dog. Let's be real. Let's stop capping, homie. You hear me? You know what I'm saying? They're going to have to. No choice, Delta. They're going to have to speed that clock up on the front seven. They're going to have to get the pass rush there. They got the edge. Yeah, it's my bad, man. I don't know what happened, bro. Internet was tripping heavy. Some tripping heavy, shortage somewhere heavy, man. We back, we here though, man. Where's we get Andrew Booth? Yeah, man. Everybody thought Andrew Booth was the one, huh? They thought Andrew Booth was the one, dog. It's my fault, man. Yeah, that Andrew Booth. Quasi must pick Andrew Booth, etc., etc. Now, who is Andrew Booth? Where is Andrew Booth, dog? It's like finding Waldo. He's nowhere to be found. He's nowhere to be. Where? So you're gonna rely on him unless these guys have a spec performer some reason break out. Him, Caleb Evans, everybody, the whole roster, which that's very rare. They in trouble, dog. I ain't gonna sit here and sugarcoat it. I said playoffs, but hey, man, you think about the injuries already that the secondary has succumbed to. Their first 4 weeks, it's gonna be tough. It's gonna be tough, dog. We're gonna see what they're made of, though. Heavy, man. Mekhi Blackman, that changed everything. That changed everything. They can still adapt, but who do they have, though? For real. Finish this article up, man. We here, man. Hey, make sure you in the chat, like it up, man. Make sure you in the chat, like it up, okay? All right. The former second rounder certainly has the talent to emerge as a contributor, but it might be his last chance. Duke Shelley was signed earlier this week, and now he has a prime opportunity to replicate his 2022 success. Excuse me. Like I said in previous video on my live last night, within the ZOE, shout out in the ZOE podcast, man, you hear me? But like I said, man, who is Duke Shelley? Is he the same Duke Shelley the Vikings first got? Or is he the Duke Shelley that's been on the decline, dog? You hear me? You got to ask yourself this question. All the fans going crazy, getting caught up in the face, the name. He's been here before. He performed well 2 years ago. What does that mean? The man hasn't been a starter on any of the teams he has been on after the Vikings, dog. He's a backup. You hear me? He's a strictly backup as well. He's not. Is he the same Duke Shelley he was versus the Bills? And when he performed well for the Vikings, I don't think so. He could be, but I don't think so, dog. I don't think so, dog. I don't think so at all. Do you think so? Do you believe in Andrew Booth like that? Do you think Andrew Booth is lit like that? You hear me? I don't think. I mean, not in my bad, not Andrew Booth. Duke Shelley. You think he's still that guy? I love his heart, determination, confidence, but is he that guy for real? If we being real, Duke Shelley, is he ready? I don't think he's ready no more, dog. A lot of questions, homie. A lot of questions, man. AJ Green has collected some experience with the Cleveland Browns, where the 2020 undrafted rookie spent 4 seasons. Dwight McLaughlin is a highly touted undrafted rookie with excellent athleticism who could make some noise. Jalen Williams was stashed on the practice squad last year and even appeared in 3 games with the Vikings. Jalen Williams is not the answer. The Vikings now have enough bodies in the cornerback group, but it remains to be seen if someone will step up. It could, once again, be one of the team's worst positions. How long has it been one of the team's worst positions? You hear? Are you kidding me, homie? Come on, man. Once again, I mean, it just sucks, bro. You know what I'm saying? It just sucks, dog. You hear me? The Vikings right there. They're just ready for battle, dog, and injuries. We've seen it before. Man. We've seen it before numerous times, man. Teddy Bridgewater, dog. The Teddy Bridgewaters, dog. Irv Smith Jr.'s, etc. The list goes on. So we've seen it before. Come on, man. Injuries, man. Injuries suck. Can he press? Our corner need to be able to press, create pressure to get the ball out quick. Can't leave them out on an island. You're going to have to be able to press. That's why the Vikings want big corners, right? So Brian Flores can blitz. He sends the blitz. They can jam him up, stop him at the line of scrimmage. That's the whole thing about physical corners, fast corners, speedy corners, who are good at press coverage. That's facts. But do they have any? Like, talk about Shaq Griffin, maybe. Maybe. They had Mekhi Blackman. He was supposed to have a breakout season, right? Here. That's what it is, man. Let's get to this. Let's get to more news. Back to training camp news, day 2. Let's get it. JJ McCarthy. Is this a JJ McCarthy, Sam Darnold? Let's get it. Let's get it. JJ McCarthy's JJ McCarthy's second day of Vikings training camp begin with a bang on Thursday afternoon. On the very first 11-on-11 rep of practice, the rookie uncorked a deep ball up the left sideline to third-year receiver Jalen Naylor. Oh, man, hold up. Oh, man, hold up. JJ McCarthy. Not only that, McCarthy, but Jalen Naylor back, dog. Hold on now. Jalen Naylor back in the building. As we know, man, Jalen Naylor can play football if he stays healthy. Great news from McCarthy for the bomb. You don't question his arm strength. Ain't no question about JJ McCarthy's arm strength. You hear me? You get my drift? No questions about that man's arm strength, dog. Heavy. No cap. Accuracy has been the question. Huh? But the fact he's throwing up, going to Jalen Naylor, man, if Jalen Naylor can stay healthy, you talk about a receiver 3, no cap. I think Jalen Naylor is better than Brandon Powell. Dog. No disrespect, I'm just stating facts. But can he stay healthy? Dog? We're going to see. But the fact he already balling early in training camp shows you who he is as a receiver. But I'm glad McCarthy making throws, homie. That's great news. But it's a lot of questions with him, too. A lot of questions with McCarthy, too, though. You know what I'm saying? No cap, yeah. Let's get to it. It wasn't a perfect throw. Naylor had to adjust a little bit, but it was a completion for a big gain and possible touchdown. An excited McCarthy ran down field in celebration. You got to love that part about McCarthy's game. You know, he loves the game. You can tell he loves the game. You love his mental, like I always speak about. Everyone loves his mental, dog. You hear me? The energy he brings, et cetera, et cetera. So it's good he's excited, bringing the energy, turning everybody up, man. You know, being himself, turning the team up, dog. Sam Darnold is still the Vikings' clear-cut QB1 right now, but the biggest takeaway from day 2 of camp at TCO Performance Center was the performance of McCarthy, the highest drafted quarterback in franchise history. Okay, so what are we saying here? They're saying Sam Darnold is the guy, but is it now a true competition? You know, the Vikings media always twist this up, like says one thing and it's another, et cetera, et cetera. But Sam Darnold is still the Vikings' clear-cut QB1 right now. But the biggest takeaway from day 2 of camp at TCO Performance Center was the performance of McCarthy. Wow, the highest drafted quarterback in franchise history. So did McCarthy win the first day of training camp? You know, that's a big question, right? That's the big question. You hear me? Did he win the first day of training camp? And if it is a serious battle, right? If it is a serious battle, if the Vikings, Kevin O'Connell just keeping on hush mode, right? Did JJ McCarthy win day 1? Is he number 1? I don't care what the media is saying, right? But in Kevin O'Connell's mind, is he number 1? No? Let's think about it. Is he number 1? In Kevin O'Connell's mind, is he number 1, dog? The media can say whatever, do whatever, assume whatever, huh? It's part of their job, huh? Media, huh? Any room, any aspect. But since JJ McCarthy, he just said JJ McCarthy won the day, was the highlight of the day of day 2. Is he now in the starting position role. Of course, they can't come out and say it, but if it's really a battle in the back of KOC's mind, every day is an important day for the quarterbacks, correct? I mean, let me know if you think I'm tripping. I know I ain't tripping, but let me know you think I'm tripping. Yeah. So if we're breaking it down day by day, as KOC loves to say, one step at a time, JJ McCarthy won today's battle. Tomorrow, another battle between him and Darnold, even Hall and Mullins. You hear me? But this is all one big question, dog. You know, everybody got opinions on it. At the end of the day, we won't know until week 1. Helmets is strapped tight, cleats is laced, dog. Period. Here. SKOL Mafia. What up, SKOL Mafia, man? SKOL Mafia in the building. SKOL Mafia in the building. Shout out, man. Heavy, man. Make sure you in the chat, like it up, man. Like, comment, and subscribe. Hit that bell. Make sure you hit that bell, dog. Heavy here. SKOL Mafia in the building. You hear? Yeah. We're going to see, man. Let's get back to the news. That's what I didn't like about our defense last year. We were a one-trick pony. If Hunter didn't get pressured, we were cooked. Facts, dog. But, you know, one-trick pony at times, definitely. But you had no pass rush for the most part of the season. Excuse me. Danielle Hunter was your pass rush for the most part. But then you got speed on that edge, big dog. You hear me, Delta? Now they got speed on that edge. Huh? They may not have D Hunt, but they got speed. You hear me? Real speed out there. Van Ginkel, Grenard, Turner. Huh? Can't forget about the contributing guys. Patrick Jones. He may contribute a little bit. You hear me? JJ is going to get better every day, and I believe he has what it takes to win the job. We're going to see, man. Let's get back to the article, man. We're going to see. I hope so. I wouldn't be mad at it, dog. I'm rooting for the dude. I'm rooting for him. Eat heavy, homie. Eat heavy. What I say about JJ McCarthy, they want to count you out, make them count you in, dog. Heavy McCarthy. Here. Get back to it in 1 second, man. Oh, yeah. He had an impressive day, making quick decisions and ripping balls with velocity into tight windows. Wow. So he's improving already. Quick decisions and ripping balls with velocity into tight windows. Oh, that boy, McCarthy might have showed up. He might have took it to a different level. You hear me? Huh? He might be on to something, dog. I ain't gonna crown him yet. But this right here, if this news is facts, this is definitely a competition. No ifs, ands, buts about it. It's definitely a competition. You know, especially if he's in training camp, starting training camp, getting first reps, but the second string quarterback as of right now. Oh, it's definitely a competition, dog. Heavy. Point blank, period. There was a dart to Robert Tonyan over the middle of the field, place where only the veteran tight end could grab it. That's very important, man. Placing the ball where it needs to be, leading your receivers, putting the ball in a certain area where only they could grab it, dog. That's good. He knows that, dog. That's mechanics. He's been working on his mechanics, on his footwork, on his throw, dog, and his technique a little bit. You hear me? His technique is going to be his technique, huh? But at the end of the day, he's working on it, homie. That was followed by a sideline throw to Trent Sherfield that McCarthy really had to drive so the cornerback couldn't jump the route. Wow. I'm here for it. I love it. I love it. Eat heavy, McCarthy. Eat heavy, homie. I question you, homie. Yeah, prove me wrong. Prove the world wrong, dog. You hear me? But I want you to win, so you really ain't proved me wrong. You hear me? Let's get it, man. You knew it was the rookie's day. One of his rare poor throws deflected off the hands of CB Jalen Williams for a tip drill completion to Malik Knowles. So JJ McCarthy was on fire, huh? JJ McCarthy was on fire, huh? Oh, McCarthy, they saying McCarthy on fire, huh? Let me know what y'all think, man. Let me know what y'all think. They saying McCarthy on fire, though. How y'all feel about that information? Let me know in the chat, man. Let me know in the chat. Sound like McCarthy was on fire today, though. Sounds like he learned something from Adam. I ain't gonna put too much weight on that. You hear me, Delton Vincent? Now, he could have took learned something just as far as getting more reps and more throws and getting better. But I ain't gonna say he learned too much from Adam. You hear me? Respect Adam Thielen. I don't think he should be a Viking, but respect Adam Thielen. But I think this comes from JJ McCarthy continuing to put the work in, wanting to be successful, dog. Killing the noise, you hear me? Working on his craft, zoning in. He stayed in Minnesota, correct? Him and his girl, huh? So I think he made the smart move. No vacation, just zone in. And that's what he did, right? So I think this had nothing to do with Thielen, but more about JJ McCarthy. JJ McCarthy, you hear me? Yeah, I think it has more to do with McCarthy.
It's important for young homeowners to let go of the things turning them into their parents.
Are you kidding?
My instruction manuals. Do you even have that juicer anymore? No, I don't.
Progressive can't save you from becoming your parents, but we can save you money when you bundle home and auto with us.
It doesn't even have the juicer.
You kidding me, bro? You see how Progressive try to play me right there, dog? How you see how Progressive try to play me? You hear me? But yeah, so I mean, you can shout out to Adam for working with him, but like I say, I think that was a publicity move from Adam, dog. But whatever the case may be, it is what it is. But I think it's JJ McCarthy putting the effort in, putting that work in. You hear me? 10 toes down, zoned in, dog. Wanting to be great. I'm sure you hear the talking, but he ain't got to listen to it, homie. You in the chat, like it up. You in the chat, like it up heavy. You feel me? Adam talked him up, and I believe this kid will be special. SKOL Mafia, we gonna see, dog. We gonna see. I hope so. Like I say, don't ever get it misconstrued. I want the dude to win. Why would I want him to fail? He's a Viking. Are you kidding me? let's not get all goofy about it. You hear me? All weird about it, dog. Fact was, they say he was struggling with inaccuracy, so it's obvious he worked on it, working on it heavy. Respect him for that. Hope the dude win. I want to see the dude win. Bottom line. Let's just talk facts here, though, man. Facts, big homie. He's a winner. He won't stop till he's playing. Hey, I respect it. I respect it, dog. I hope so. I hope so. Insurance companies are a devil. Delta Vincent, man. Hey, you know they all about a buck. They all about a buck, dog. You hear me? They all about a buck, man. They all about a buck, homie. You hear me? Insurance companies scam. That's the realm. We know the realm. Some of them are allegedly. Yeah. Yo, I heard they pulled Ingram at right guard and put in Riser. Oh, hold up. I know you capping Delton Vincent. That's cap, bro. I'm going to check out. We're going to finish this article, but I don't believe that, dog. Give me 1 second, man. I don't believe that. That's no way possible. Come on, bro. I know you capping, bro. Where's that at, though? Hold on, Jim. Okay, here. William, no, by my very unofficial count, McCarthy was 8 for 9 during team periods. Not bad. With the long incompletion being the ball that sailed on him to rookie tight end Trey Knox. Again, one of those completions easily could have been an interception, but McCarthy was very sharp for the most part. He's got a strong arm, of average mobility. He can run. The boy can run and move, and looks to be playing with plenty of confidence. Let's see if he can keep this up. Man, shout out McCarthy. Clap it up for McCarthy, dog. Clap it up for McCarthy. Heavy, man. Shout out McCarthy, dog. Here are a couple other observations from Thursday's session in Egan. Darnold goes bombs away again. Like I say, competition, I really mean competition. Heard Sam Darnold throwing them bombs. Let me know if you heard that too. Matter of fact, we're going to check the videos out, you hear me? But I heard Sam Darnold is throwing them bombs, dog. Pretty bombs. Beautiful, perfect spirals, dog. You hear me? Beautiful, perfect spirals. I heard Sam Darnold is throwing them beautiful, perfect spirals. You hear me? So beautiful and perfect, dog. Darnold goes bombs away again. One day after completing 2 deep balls to Justin Jefferson, two of them things. Darnold showed off his big arm again by dropping a bomb right into the bucket to Jordan Addison. What? Okay. Eat heavy. This one may have been even prettier than yesterday's pair, as Shaq Griffin had solid coverage on Addison. I got to see this throw. I got to go check this throw out, dog. Darnold just put the ball in the perfect spot for a long time. Hey, man. Sam Darnold, who said he couldn't improve? Who said it wouldn't be a battle? You hear me? Yeah. We talked about Sam Darnold, how we know he's not good. Get some weapons around and finally see what he really can do, right? Man, it's all up in the air, dog. You might have two solid quarterbacks. You can play either one. Huh? Then what do you do in that predicament, huh? Then what do the Vikings do, right? You hear me? You got two solid quarterbacks. You can choose one, huh? We're going to see, man. That boy Darnold ready, too. For the second straight day, Darnold was solid, but far from perfect. One of his other highs was a ball he layered with touch to Josh Oliver for a chunk game, and he also connected with Justin Jefferson a few times. There were a couple misses later on in practice, including a Griffin interception and a ball that was just out of Jefferson's reach. Darnold still feels like the heavy favorite to open the regular season as QB1. Of course, that's what they will say. They want them to say, huh? Keep your suspicions high. But it could potentially get interesting if McCarthy starts stacking days like the one he had on Thursday. Oh, it's going to get interesting. It's going to get interesting, homie. If he keeps balling, it's going to get interesting, homie. Hands down, man down. No cap about it. Another cornerback injury scare.
It's important for young homeowners to let go of the things turning them into their parents. My instruction manuals. Do you even have that juicer anymore? No, I don't.
Progressive can't save you from becoming your parents, but we can save you money when you bundle.
Come on,
with us.
He doesn't even have.
Bro, shut your ass up. Period, bro. Heavy, you know what I'm saying? Cornerback scare up next, man, but that's facts, bro. He say, nah, truth. Are we gonna check it out, man? SKOL Mafia. Yeah, the homeboy Addy on the end of this one. Let's get it. I'm gonna check it out, man. We're gonna check out the video. Don't even worry about it. You heard me. Let's just say this season is gonna be fun. Oh yeah, a lot of fun, dog. A lot of fun, homie. Delton Vincent, facts. Interrupting the live with that shit, bro. Facts, homie. You hear me? Shit, for kill couch, Nick. Let's get back into it, man. For a moment, it looked like the Vikings may have lost another of their top-tier cornerbacks to a serious injury. Oh, man. Griffin jumped the route for an interception. Though to be fair to Darnold, there were flags on the play that may have been on the defense. Don't matter, Train. I mean, come on, but let's get it. Let him play. And then went down while running with the ball. He was evaluated by medical personnel on the sideline and didn't return to practice, but it doesn't appear to be anything serious. Griffin was seen walking fine under his own power after practice. That's what's up, dog. You know, man, thank you, right? Like I said before we even started this, the Vikings can't afford to have another cornerback playing a major role hurt, dog. They can't afford it, man. They're already in a tough situation, right? Gary in the building. What up, Gary? Shout out Gary in the building, man. Shout out Gary in the building. Gary Bolster in the building. SKOL Vikes. What up, SKOL Makes? What up, Gary in the building? SKOL Vikes, win, lose, or draw. You know what it is. You hear me? Let's get it, man. Shout out Gary, dog. Let's get it. Shout out Gary for being in it for being in the chat, bro. Much appreciated. Let's get it, man. Yeah, but man, Shaquille Griffin, yeah, don't need no more injuries, dog. Stay healthy, stay healthy. The Vikings are in a tight spot, dog. A tight spot. A very tight spot. You hear me? Can't afford no more injuries. You hear me? So Gary Bolster, Delson in the building. Christian Henry, PhD in the building. Hey, y'all. Shout out Christian Henry in the building. Let's get it. Let's get it, man. SKOL Vibes.
Home Quote Explorer lets you easily compare coverage options so you don't end up overpaying.
Good. We spent a lot on this too.
Oh, yeah, really high-end stuff.
Sorry, that's our ghost.
Shut up, Progressive. Get off the live, dog. Hear me? Let's get it, man. Gary Braster just subscribed. Much appreciated, Gary, man. Shout out, Gary. Much appreciated, Gary, for the subscribe. You hear me? Shout out, man. What's up, Christian? Facts. Delton, Dr. Facts. Put some respect on it, huh? Yeah, Dr. Christian Henry. You hear me? Delton Vissa, put the heavy respect on it, dog. Let's get it. SKOL Vikes. Heavy, man. But I'm glad Shaquille Griffin is all right, man. Definitely was a scare. Glad it's no longer a scare. Hopefully the Vikings can just stay healthy, dog. Just stay healthy, man. Just stay healthy, homie. That had to be a hold your breath moment for the Vikings after what happened to Mekhi Blackman on Wednesday. It's no shit, Sherlock. They really cannot afford an injury to Griffin, Byron Murphy Jr. in their cornerback room right now. Dog. Other notes. Aaron Jones looks super quick out there. Shout out Aaron Jones. Great to hear. Great to hear, dog. Aaron Jones, part of that running back core, could be an outstanding running back core, man. It's going to be imperative he plays well. The way the Vikings offense moves and maneuvers, dog, and is schemed up, is going to have a lot to do with him, especially if TJ Hawkinson does not return. Yeah, dog. You lose a so-called weapon like Hawkinson, you have to rely on other players. Aaron Jones will be one of those players, dog. And this is the key. Stay healthy. Can he stay healthy? Injuries, dog. Injuries, huh? We see it already. We see it already with the Vikings injuries, dog. Heavy, you hear me? We see it already with the Vikings, dog. Heavy, bro. No cap, man. We see it already. Injuries galore. Injuries galore. Maybe not galore, but major injuries, dog. That hurt the defense, man. Point blank period, huh? Crazy. So if Aaron Jones can stay healthy, he'll be fine. If Aaron Jones can stay healthy, he is still a top 10 running back in the NFL. Definitely Aaron Jones, top 10 running back in the NFL, dog. Heavy, man. My brother Mafia turned me on you just now. Hey, shout out SKOL Mafia, dog. Much appreciated, SKOL Mafia, man. Shout out Gary Wright. Shout out SKOL Mafia, man. Let's get it, man. Support the ground, support the channel. Okay. Where the fuck my money button to support your cause, bro? Hey, I'm gonna drop the cash app maybe later in the live or next live, dog. Just make sure you stay tuned, homie. You hear me? Much appreciated, dog. Let's get it, man. Does he want to stay healthy? Come on, Hawk. Don't play the Davenport role. No cap, bro. You hear me? And we gonna see Delton. You never know with Hawkinson. You never know with Hawkinson, homie. We never know with Hawkinson, right, dog? We saw what he pulled in training camp. I'm gonna get to him later, though. Oh yeah, we're gonna get on his head top, make his head drop. But I wish him the best, though. Hope he balls out. I got you, WJ. Much appreciated, dog. Let's finish the rest of this article up, man. Caleb Evans is cornerback 3 in the wake of Blackman's injury. Oh, wow. Cornerback 3? So you telling me Andrew Booth beat a Caleb Evans out, dog? Ain't no way how, dog. Ain't no way how, dog. Ain't no way, no how. You hear me? Now you telling me by this information what we just said, Caleb Evans, Andrew Booth beat a Caleb Evans out? Caleb Evans is the number 3 starter behind Andrew Booth as of right now. I understand it's day 2, but it don't matter. So who's declined? Is it Caleb Evans out of there and Andrew Booth might make it now? So I'm just trying to see who regressed or who progressed, man. Because Caleb Evans, how do you go from being a starter to being behind Booth, if that's the case? Because cornerback 3, what? Now, does he mean cornerback 3 just like in the starting 3? Or does he mean cornerback 3 as far as backup? He needs to break that down and expound on that. You know what I'm saying? He really needs to break that down and expound on that, dog. Do it, EJ. I will support great content, big homie. Much appreciated, SKOL Mafia. I got y'all on the next one. Much appreciated. Yo, Booth was that truth at Clemson. That's at Clemson, Delton Vincent. That's at Clemson, dog. That's college. This NFL. Total new ball game. You hear me? What has Booth done now? What is Booth doing done? What is Booth doing now? You hear me? It's a problem when you got Booth over a Caleb Evans, unless a Caleb Evans just sucks that much now. He didn't improve at all. It's kind of hard to tell. Day 2? Come on, bro. DJ, who your two breakout players and who you feel are two weakest links of starters? Gary Balster, good question, great question. I'll get to it later, baby. I want to get through the live and we get to the different questions later, homie. I'm gonna get to you though. Even if you ain't on here, I'm gonna get to it, big dog. Straight up, no cap. We here, baby. Big SKOL here. Get back to this article, man. Caleb Evans, though, cornerback 3. Do they mean cornerback 3 as far as the whole position, like 1, 2, 3, or they mean he's really a backup now? We'll see. He was working with the first team defense all day. Okay, so he's like cornerback 1, 2, 3, but they're all starters. All right, I get it. So he still is a starter. Okay, dog. He was working with the first team defense all day. After Griffin left, Duke Shelley slid into the nickel spot and Murphy went out wide. Are you comfortable with Duke Shelley in the nickel spot? Now it's good to see he's getting some reps because they got to throw somebody in there. They got to see who they got, right? See what they're working with. It's only right, It's only right, huh? Hold on, I gotta share the screen. Y'all seeing me read. I gotta share the screen, huh? Let's get it, huh? Let's work, man. Let's get it, man. You hear me? Get back to it. I'm all up at the screen reading. I ain't even on share mode. Yeah. All right. So yeah. Do you feel comfortable with Duke Shelley in the slot though? I don't feel comfortable with Duke Shelley in the slot. I don't feel comfortable with Byron Murphy on the outside, not after what we've seen from Byron Murphy last season. I've really seen enough of Byron Murphy, dog. You know, who he is, we don't know. You're around Brian Flores 2 years in a row. You should be better, homie. You hear me? That whole defense should be better just because they're around Flores another year. Oh, Flores coach him up. Flores coach him up, homie. No cap. We know Flores will do one thing, coach him up. No matter how you feel about him as a head coach, etc. That defensive coordinator position spot is his, homie. He is heavy. Andrew Booth.
This is the election.
So they want to play it tonight, huh? Oh, that's how they play it, huh?
This is the all-electric. This is the all-electric Nissan Ariya.
Here.
With dual motor e-force all-wheel drive.
Come on, bro. All right, here we are. Let's get back to it, man. Andrew Booth also saw at least one first-team rep. I don't care. Some family members and friends of players were in attendance today, as were former Vikings Kyle Rudolph and Matt Burke. Okay, cool. Kyle Rudolph, solid tight end. Good, just good. That's about it. Matt Burke, you know, cool lineman. All right, cool. Have a good day. Respect, have a good day. It's about business. The first day where the stands will be filled with fans will be on Saturday. So Saturday, you get the people out, bring the people out, bring the team out. Not sure when the night practice is, but you know, we know how training camp goes. This is not the Vikings' first rodeo. Not our first rodeo as fans, right? Get hype, cool, football's back. But how is your team looking? How is your team looking right now? And the Vikings looking good, but looking suspect. Looking good in certain areas. Other areas looking bad. We just got to talk facts. Day 2 training camp, we got to be real, dog. No sugarcoating, heavy. You hear me? No media sugarcoating, dog. Heavy. Media asks the real questions. Ask the real questions, media. Several Vikings players and coaches, including Kevin O'Connell and Brian Flores, will be attending Kyrie Jackson's funeral in Maryland on Friday. Other assistant coaches will be leading practice in their absence. Shout out to Kevin O'Connell and Brian Flores for going to that man's funeral. First off, man, clap it up for them. Rest in peace, Kyrie Jackson, man. No cap. Rest in peace, Kyrie Jackson, dog. May his soul find peace. You hear me? But respect to Kevin O'Connell and Brian Flores, right? Neither one of them have to go to the funeral. They don't have to be there. You know, they've done what they could. I'm sure I think, you know, we know the Vikings contributed to pay for the funeral, but respect them, dog, for showing up leaving, traveling, whatever. Just proving it's more important things than football, dog. You know what I'm saying? Yes, about football, but it's bigger than football. We talking about a real human, a real life, huh? A life taken too soon, huh? Tragedy struck, huh? But respect Kevin O'Connell and Brian Flores for making it to the funeral, dog. Straight up. Let's finish it up. And that's it for that article, man. So some news, not crazy news. We're gonna check out some videos and stuff in a minute. Yeah, man. So day 2. You know, day 2 is day 2. Some good news, some bad news, whatever. But at the end of the day, we're glad Shaq Griffin is okay, heavy. Definitely glad Shaq Griffin is all right. It was just a scare. We talking about Andrew Booth potentially starting. Wow. Andrew Booth potentially starting, dog. I asked you, Chad. I asked you, Vikings fans, SKOL territory. You know, this is SKOL territory. How do you feel if Andrew Booth is one of your starters? Huh? How do you feel if Andrew Booth is one of your starters? Let me know for real in the chat, man. Gary, much appreciated, big dog. Shout out Gary Balster, dog. I'm going nowhere, bro. I'm here to support you now till I croak. Much appreciated, Gary. Shout out Gary in the building, man. Much appreciate that, dog. Muhammad in the building. Muhammad Sahil. Hi, big dog. What up, big dog? We in the building. Let's get it, man. SKOL Vikes, man. SKOL Vikes. We here. EJ, another question. Faith in our rookie kicker. He break our kicking curse. Shout out Roll Tide, full of pride. I got much faith in that boy. All the faith in that boy, dog. You hear me? I got all the belief in that boy. Hell yeah, man. Will Riker. Yeah, man. It was games last season. Last year, he was the only one on point. The only one zoned in. You hear me? You hear me, Gary? So trust me, when I say this, dog, we talking about Roll Pride Alabama football, whether to believe in your kicker or not. Should we believe in Will Reichert or not on that field as far as being a kicker? Mr. Clutch, I tell you this here, man. I would be shocked if he's not Mr. Clutch, just like he was Mr. Clutch in college. You hear me? Roll Tide full of pride. Remember that, homie. Roll Tide full of pride. NFL ready. NFL ready heavy. Minnesota Sports Talk in the building with Al Smith. Minnesota Sports Talk in the building. What up, Minnesota Sports Talk with Al Smith? Much appreciated, dog. And you in the chat, like it up. You in the chat, like it up, man. You hear? Hey, man, I think we should get Wooden and Pat Sartan, and then Blackman can play nickel. Hey, man, whoever they get, Blackman's out for the whole season, homie. Blackman ain't seen the field in 24. Minnesota Sports Talk. You hear me? So they get whoever they want to. Blackman out the picture. He out the equation, dog. It's no more Blackman. You hear me, Sports Talk? No more Blackman, dog. You know, prayers to Blackman, dog. Horrific injury. Part of the game, though. How you going to bounce back? I think he'll bounce back. Heavy. But we had some news. I'm a detour because I had somebody in the chat say, they moved Ed Ingram for Reisner or took Ed Ingram off the field or moved him from right guard. Is that true? Let me know in the chat. Delton Vincent say it's true, so I'm going to look it up, dog. I'm going to look it up real quick. Let me know in the chat if that's true. Or they really put Reisner in Ed Ingram's position. Let me know if that's true in the chat, man. Good. Booth has potential waiting to be coached out of him. I don't know, man. He might be all the potential he got, SKOL Mafia. You hear me? Facts. Roll Tide full of pride heavy, man. Roll Tide full of pride. Let me see. Okay, so Gary say no, Reisner just getting snaps and the look. Okay. So it's not really Ed Ingram getting his spot taken. They're just looking at Reisner, just trying to see who they got up front, see which position guys fit the best in. I understand it. I get it. You know what I'm saying? And I'm sure if that was the case, it would have been in the news. You know what I'm saying? But hey, man, I'm not mad at them for it. Shout out to the Vikings for doing it, making it a real competition. About time. I don't care about Reisner battling Ed Ingram or vice versa, or players getting switched around. Deal with it. Y'all been soft for 2-3 seasons. Deal with it, homie. You hear me? You need to put Gadberry's spot on the line. Move Garrett Bradbury ass around. Big softy, you hear him? Talking about move positions, switch positions. Gadberry need to get off the field. Where the rookie at? Put the rookie in. You know what I'm saying? I want to hear more about the rookie tackle from Oklahoma. What's up with him? Is he quiet? Huh? What's up with him? He making noise? Only day 2, but what's up with him though? You hear? Ed improved last season. How much? How much, SKOL Mafia? Huh? How much, SKOL Mafia? Did he improve a lot? Did he improve significantly? Is he still soft, clumsy? What is it? Improve how much? We're talking about how much did he improve, dog? Did he improve enough to move bodies? For the Vikings to improve their run game, I must know. Brad has to go. Facts. Thank you, EJ. Bradbury needs to move states. Get him out the building. Get him out of there. Get him out of Minnesota, dog. Heavy, man. Get him out of Minnesota. You hear me? Get him out of Minnesota. But yet, I'm not upset with Reisner playing here, playing there. It'd be good for whoever the competition is. Move them around. Maneuver them around. See who's the best at certain positions. See who can play where. Do shit. Vikings do shit. Hey, you don't got to follow the book. You hear me? It's not illegal to try to tackle with guard or a guarded tackle. Who says you can't do that? Do it, huh? Period. As long as you got enough men on the roster, it's fair ball, fair game, fair play, dog. Yeah. Just what it is. Now we're going to get into some more Vikings news. That's pretty much it for day 2, right? Pretty much it for day 2. We're going to get into some news, a little bit from yesterday, get into some footage. Matter of fact, I want to check some footage from Vikings camp real quick. I just want to go ahead and check some footage, watch some, a short highlight clip, you know what I'm saying, of the Vikings, some highlights from the Vikings training camp day 2, though. You hear me? Let's have fun. We here, baby. We here, baby. No rush, huh? No rush. Let's get it, man. Y'all here with me? SKOL's in the chat. Y'all here with me, man. Heavy. Much appreciated. Let's get it. Let's work, man. We here. Put your questions, comments in the chat, man. I'll answer during the end of the live. Right now, I want to make sure I cover all topics. So put your questions, comments in the chat. I will get to them. You hear me? Rock and roll with me. Rock and roll with me, dog. Let's get into some of these highlights real quick. Some video play. Break some video down. Some interviews. We gonna rock and roll, dog. Heavy. Training camp is here. Football is here. You gotta love this shit. You gotta love this shit, bro. SKOL Vikes win, lose, or draw, no matter what, bro. I don't care if they lose every game this season. It's gonna be SKOL Vikes win, lose, or draw. And I'm glad I stand with my squad. You hear? Heavy, dog. SKOL Vikes win, lose, or draw forever, dog. Period. You hear me? Don't ever get it twisted, fool. You hear me? Big SKOL here. SKOL Vikes for real. SKOL territory for real, homie. They talking about, man. Fuck they thought it was. You hear me? Let's get it, man. When somebody say, Delton say, I take the 7 days, give me that check, keep the ducks. What we talking about, Delton? What we talking about, big dog? You take the 7 days for what, homie? Let me know. Let me know, homie. Yeah. We got Flores. We're gonna check out Darnold. I want to see them highlights though, man. And you know what I'm saying? Them highlights from SKOL to Minnesota territory, man. You know, training camp day 2. See how them boys look. I heard Jetta's on there balling, man. You hear me? Let's see. Here we go, right here. Let's check it out, man. Let's get it.
At Fiverr, we offer 3D rendering services. But you probably already know a guy who knows a guy who has a cousin who has a neighbor who could do it. Well, we also know a guy.
Yeah. Let's go, Shadows. Like you. They say that boy, They say that boy Jetta's energy is different. Energy is more turned up at training camp. You see him running around, hopping around. He spoke highly of Sam Darnold. Probably got something to do with his daughter as well, man. You know what I'm saying? Probably got high energy, man, for his daughter, his newborn as well. It's different now. It's different for Jettas now, right? We're going to get into it later, but he got a newborn. So you can see why his energy has changed or may have shifted, huh? Maybe he's taking things more seriously, et cetera, et cetera. So shout out Jettas, man. Shout out to him. Congratulations to him, man. You know, for his blessing, dog. Even if it was a blessing and a lesson, you hear me? Even if it was a blessing and a lesson, dog. Positive and a negative, dog. Positive and a negative. You hear me? Heavy, dog. Point blank, period, bro. Let's get to it. Yeah, Donald, come on. Swag, homie. Give me that. Oh, that boy Naylor, dog. What a catch by Naylor, homie. We know Naylor on the field, he real. If Naylor can stay on the field, it's going to get real, dog. He is your number 3. Jalen Naylor is your number 3 if he can stay on the field, homie. You hear me? Point blank, period, hands down, man down. In my opinion, Jalen Naylor stays healthy, he's on the field, dog. Period, bottom line. Great play, great catch, man. Period, man. I know it's training camp against air, but we know the talent. He flashes every season, dog. Every time he get in the game, get an opportunity, huh? He flashes, dog. You hear me? Gary, facts, dog. All he got to do is stay healthy. That's it. We know he's a baller, dog. He flashed every time he get the ball, right? He flashed, my boy. Get loose, Jones. Get loose, Jones. Come on. Oh, boy. That was a nice strike by McCarthy, though. Hold on. It might be a battle for real. You hear me, though? All right. Damn. Nice. Oh, not Darnold. That was nice. Let me see that again, bro. That was tight. That was in the pocket. That was a perfect throw by Darnold. That was a perfect throw by Darnold, dog. Let me go back a little bit. That was a perfect throw by Darnold. Seeing that. You hear me? That was a perfect throw by Darnold right there, homie. You see that throw? He threw it to the sidelines, placed it perfectly over the defender's head. Where the cornerback had no chance at it. Great throw, dog. Here come right here, though. Good ball. Damn, boy. Okay, Darnold. Okay, Darnold, I see you. Shout out DT. We're going to check everybody out tonight, huh? Let's go, Darnold. Let's get it, baby. We here, man. Naylor has the potential for the future. Facts, Muhammad. That's what I've been saying, dog. Long as he can stay healthy. Long as he can stay healthy, dog. Point blank, period. You hear? That's it. That's it, dog. Period, homie. If Naylor stay healthy, he's your guy, right? Jalen Naylor can stay healthy, he's your guy. You hear me? We know that. Hands down, man down. He's your number 3, dog. No disrespect to Powell, but put the best man on the field, right? If Jalen Naylor can stay healthy, he is your guy, dog. Point blank, period, huh? That's just what it is. No ifs and buts about it. No cap. He is your dude. You know what I'm saying? Jalen Naylor is your 3. It's a reason Keenan McCardell loved him so much. Pounded the table for him. Pounded the table for him. You hear me? It's a reason, dog. Let's be logical. Let's think real deal here, dog. Real deal, no Holyfield, but shout out Holyfield. Respect Holyfield. He is a boxing legend, dog. Yes, sir. Congratulations on being a dad. Jettas, no doubt, man. Shout out Jettas, dog. No cap. You hear me? Shout out Jettas, dog. We got to wait for the pad. These highlights are too lopsided. I used to watch for the big hit. Oh, Delton Vincent, no cap, dog. What I've been saying, I don't care nothing about what they doing against air. Show me when they put the pads on, you hear me? Especially for the trenches, homie. I just like to see the ambiance, you know. It feels good. Football is back. The boys out there running, throwing the ball around. You hear me? I just love to see it, dog. Especially with everything negative that's been going on. It's good to see the sunshine. Them boys running around outside in the sunshine. You hear me? Throwing the ball around, making plays, back to having fun. Football is here, dog. And I want them boys to win. Will they win a Super Bowl? I don't think so. But I think they're a playoff team, homie. At least first round. At least first round, homie. No cap. You know what I'm saying? Is it just me, or those protective helmets make them look like my national championship grandson 7-on-7 team and under league, 10 and under league? Some 7-on-7 type shit, Gary. Facts though, no cap. Them helmets do look a little funny, dog. No cap, big dog. I can't even cap to you. You hear me? Big dog EJ, who should Vikings bring to cornerback? Gilmore, Lattimore, dog. Lattimore all day over Gilmore. I'm taking Lattimore over Gilmore. Younger, better, just all around better cornerback in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? Period. Why you bringing in Gilmore? Injury prone, on a decline. What's up? What's the purpose? What's the purpose, huh? You better off ride with Andrew Booth here. Now, if Gilmore was who he was, his age and healthy, and not so injury prone and playing at a high level, then cool, yeah, give him a shot. But now I'm taking Marshawn Lattimore, homie. You know what I'm saying? What if Booth and Sin and Naylor come alive? What if we lived in the world of ifs, huh? You know, we can't talk about ifs for real, Delta and Vincent. You hear me? Now that's great news if they do, right? It would be lovely, but I like Booth, nah. Sin, nah. Naylor, yeah. You hear me? Naylor, oh yeah. No cap. If he can stay healthy, though. But everybody else, nah, bro. Let's get back to these videos, bro. You hear me? So we done with that one. Now we got some video down. Here what some players got to say, man. I want to check out. Not everybody, you know. Not everybody. First, Kevin O'Connell first up, man.
Hey, it's Jared. Here's how to stay zen in college for less with Amazon. Lamb.
Well, yeah, thanks, guys.
Let's do Kevin O'Connell first, man. See what KOC talking about. Shout out KOC, man. Shout out Kevin O'Connell just for keeping his cool, you know, keeping it calm, cool, stoic, and collected, dog. Because you know Kevin O'Connell probably he probably feeling down, dog. You hear me? He probably feeling down, dog. Heavy, you hear me? Shout out KOC and Quasi too, just for staying calm, dog. Trying to keep that positive energy. But with these injuries, with Kyrie Jackson, things going on with the Guapino, it's probably tough to stay positive, dog. Heavy. Bring the players together, go to funerals, dog. This and that. It's a lot going on, but it's gonna make them stronger if they allow it, right? It will make them stronger, dog. Period. They get through it, fight through it. It's gonna be much better in the end, dog. Much better in the end. You hear me? Fight through the journey, dog. Beauty in the journey, dog. It's beauty in that journey. You hear me, dog? Heavy. You hear me? EJ, been hearing some shit about KOC and Cam. Where you stand? I'm on them 95%. What you been hearing, Gary? Let me know. Depends on what you've been hearing, Gary. Let me know, homie. You hear me, Gary? You know what I'm saying, dog? It depends on what you've been hearing, my big dog. You say you win 95%. I ain't gonna say I'm in no percent. I'm gonna just say I'm in. You hear me? I'm rooting for him. I believe in him. I want to see him win. I think there's a lot of pressure on KOC. He is on a hot seat. Well, yeah, I'm all the way in on him. But I want to see they got a lot to prove. At least KOC got a lot to prove. In my mind, Quasi done his job this offseason. Quasi cooked heavy. Quasi cooked heavy, in my opinion, Gary. You hear me, dog? But KOC, I feel like KOC got the most to prove. What can he do with a quarterback? Can he mold and develop a quarterback? Can he put his players in the right position? Can he coach a full 4 quarters, which I've been saying for 2 years? 2 years, you hear me? Can he win a big game, dog? Huh? Can he develop his quarterback, Darnold and McCarthy? Will he make the playoffs? I think if not, he should be out of there. No disrespect. I'm talking facts, bro. Where's the progress? Where's the progress, huh? That JJ strike over the middle, to me, was the best clip. That was fire. That was fire, man. Great throw, Delta. That was a great throw. You hear me? Been hearing poor play calling and poor drafting. Damn, man, we all learning, and you go. You feel me? Yeah, it's all a process, dog. All a process, dog. It's about progress, though. Are you learning from your mistakes? Are you learning from your mistakes, huh? Is KOC learning from his bad play calling, bad coaching at times, not coaching the full 4 quarters? Is KOC really learning? You hear me, dog? That's the question. We're going to see. Ain't no more hiding. Ain't no more hiding, right? The time is now. You know what I'm saying? Let's get to this, man. Let's get to it. See what KOC talking about here.
Guys, I know you guys are going to talk to Flo here in a second, but I did want to update you guys. I know there's been some speculation about it, but we did lose Mekhi Blackman yesterday to a torn ACL.
Sucks, man. You know it hurts. You know it hurts, bro. You know it hurts. Keep your head up, KOC. But that, man, they can keep it calm. They can keep it on the hush. They can act like they're okay. I know deep down he's like, man, I lost another player. Damn, he was a player, dog. Even Flores, especially Flores, right? You know, Flores ain't going to cry about it, dwell on it. Flores going to move on because he want all the smoke. That's part of his greatness, huh? He ain't going to let it bring him down. He going to keep coaching. But we know how that affects your team, your defense. He knows his situation with the cornerbacks. And we're going to get into Brian Flores pressure later. But he knows the situation. KOC knows it fully. Then they got to prepare. They got to adjust, dog. That's what it is. You hear me? Part of the game.
In his right knee, left knee, I'm not even quite sure, to be honest with you. But I spent a lot of time with him last night and today. This is a player who's absolutely crushed. I mean, obviously, it's been unfortunate to, with the Kyrie Jackson situation at that position.
Yeah, man, like one after another, dog, you know. Cornerback room thin, man. They got to come together, though. They got to come together, man, for Kyrie, for Blackman, all that. Use it as fuel to the fire. Fuel to the fire, huh? That's what it's about, huh?
And for our team, our guys, for a young player, he'd really established himself as a guy we were going to be counting on. So he was very much looking forward to that opportunity. But as always, best people in the world to work with him here in this building every day. Hopefully we have Mekhi back here right on the trajectory that he was as soon as possible. In addition to that, we did make a roster move releasing KJ Cloyd this morning and made 2 roster additions in Jabril Cox, veteran linebacker, and Jacoby Francis at the cornerback position.
So they released the player. I don't know too much about him, who that player was they released, but I'm hearing a lot about Jabril Cox. You know, people in the chat already told me good things about Jabril Cox. We're going to check him out. You know what I'm saying? We're going to check that news out. But I just like to see Quasi and the KOC adapting, moving, maneuvering, still trying to make stuff happen, still trying to bring good players in. You know, some people in the chat saying Jabril Cox is a good player that's yet to be seen. But I love to see them not giving in, not folding, and just staying focused, dog. Got to keep moving on, dog. That's what it's about. You hear me? Keep moving on. You hear me? Bottom line, bro.
Who should be able to make their way out here and practice with us today.
Okay. 3 questions. Do you expect the need for more additions at that?
Yeah, we're working through that right now. We feel like we've got some good depth with some of the things that we have going on.
Good depth where? I can tell you where. Edge rusher position, outside linebacker position, great depth. You can argue the safety position, great depth. You know what I'm saying? You hear me? But everywhere else, trenches, not a lot of great depth. I mean, what are we talking about, KOC? Your offensive line, where's your depth there is questionable. We can point to the rankings, the PFF top 10 rankings and categories, but I test where's your depth on the O-line, who's your guard, your backup center, etc. Huh? Your receiver, wide receiver depth is good. Jalen Naylor is healthy, but will he stay healthy? You hear me? What's up with Jordan Addison? Will he be suspended? So it's a lot of questions about your depth, KOC. So I just want him to just expound more on that. But I know he ain't got much time. But at the end of the day, you hear me? Where is it solidified depth? Huh? Besides a couple, maybe 3 spots here.
Position-wise, kind of beyond Byron and Shaq, and I think it'll be important to still let some of that play out, but we're having conversations about that as we speak.
Check out these deals of week at Walgreens.
On to the next one. Let's see what's up. We're going to wait on Dallas Turner. Shout out DT, but we'll get to him tomorrow. So we're going to stay on schedule. Let's check Brian Flores up, man. Check his temperature, man.
I'm just going to.
You know what I'm saying? Let's check Brian Flores out, dog. See what he's talking about. See what Flores talking about. You hear me?
Start by just talking about obviously the tragic situation with Kyrie. I haven't got
Rest in peace, Kyrie Jackson, man, for real. Rest in peace, Kyrie Jackson, forever, dog. SKOL Vikes forever. Play for Jackson, dog. Heavy, dog. Rock and roll for Jackson, dog. Fight for Jackson. You hear me?
a chance to speak publicly about it. You know, we're starting training camp and everyone's excited about that, but I think, you know, that situation puts a lot of things in perspective and definitely makes you realize there's a lot of things that are much bigger than football.
Facts, no cap, dog. A lot of things bigger than football. You hear me, homie? But at the end of the day, football is what they do. But I know these guys are probably hurting, probably shocked, still feeling emotions. You know, the Vikings tend to build a good player, solid rapport with their players, right? Unless it's all a fake and a gimmick. You hear me? But you can tell, you know, Brian Flores probably worked up, shaking up, dog, feeling bad. You hear me? But he got to keep moving forward, moving strong, dog. Being strong for his other players, homie. Be a tragic situation, man. Period.
So, you know, my deepest sympathies to his family and the families of the other two of his team, of his, you know, high school teammates who were killed in the accident as well.
Delta Vincent, facts, dog. Hey, Vincent, you feel what I'm saying, big dog? Facts, like, you can feel the energy. You can see the energy change, man. Like, they're dealing with so much, bearing so much, thinking about so much, right, dog? So much pressure on them. Then you got players, you know, Kyrie passing away. You got Kyle Blackman. I'm sure they're like, what's going on, dog? What the hell is going on here, man? What's the dilemma, dog? Why all this happening right now? You hear me? Heavy, dog. Like, come on, get a break here, get a break there, right? Like, man, but you see the energy, homie. You see it, Dalton Vincent. I ain't the only one, dog. You hear it. It's a different shift change, a different demeanor change, man. They trying to stay up. They trying to stay positive, right? But damn, dog, I'm sure it's tough. I'm sure it's extremely tough. You know what I'm saying? It's just facts, homie. But shout out to them for just continuing to try to build this team, be the best they can be, dog. Gotta fight, homie, no matter what. I'm talking life in general, you hear me? Bigger than football, life in general. Never fold, gotta fight, dog, no matter what. Put your best foot forward, you hear me? Period, man. Be what it's going on.
Look, it was a short time with Kyrie, but you know, for me and really Durante and the defensive staff, we spent, you know, quite a bit of time with Kyrie during the draft process, starting at the Senior Bowl, meeting him there, spending time with him there, then Zoom.
Almost like you're getting choked up a little bit, right? Yeah. Almost like you're getting choked up a little bit, man. He getting sad while speaking about it, huh? Damn near seemed like what's going on to me. Let me know how you feel in the chat, man. Do it seem like Brian Flores getting a little worked up about it now?
30 visit, and then obviously when we got him here, we were really excited about him. I know me personally, I watched every snap of him last year at Oregon.
Of course they're excited. You will be excited. Sure, you should be excited, man. The size, credentials, speed, power, long stature, nature, long arms, physicality, experience, determination, attitude, dog. Positivity, mindset, dog. You hear me? He had all that. Kyrie Jackson was on his way. You hear me? He was on his way to play, dog. You hear me? On his way to play. And I mean play ball. You hear me? Man, rest in peace to that guy, man. His soul find peace, dog. Heavy.
So I was really excited about coaching him, getting him here. And I think he had a bright future. So it's still something that gives me a pit in my stomach. Still something that I'm dealing with.
You can tell, like he about to say, he dealing with it internally. You can definitely tell internally, dog. Like it's hurting Brian Flores internally. You hear me, dog? You can tell he cared. You can tell he's hurt. Like he's barely able to speak right now, speaking about it, dog. You hear me? You know what I'm saying? Like he's choking up as he speaks, dog. Like you can tell on the inside, he just wants to cry. He is crying heavy, dog. Crying heavy. You hear me? And you got punks out there like Rico knows Like Rico knows punks out there like that punk, dumb chump punk Rico knows got the nerve to put his mouth, fix his lips to say something about Kyrie, and he doesn't even know him, dog. And Brian Flores known him for what? Maybe a week, a few days. Get worked up about him, speaking highly about him, heavy. Rico knows you're a true punk or true clown, bro. You're an ass white. Rico knows, you hear me? You should get punched in your fat face, boy. Heavy. Point blank, period. Big SKOL here. SKOL Vikes forever. Rest in peace, Kyrie, dog.
Internally, you know, like this entire organization is, like I know his family and friends are. But I hope they can take a little comfort in knowing that he certainly impacted a lot of people in a very positive way. And you know, he's going to be missed, and we're going to honor him with how we go about our business on a daily basis.
Let's go, man. Let's go, dog. Play for Kyrie, dog. No cap, man. Play for Kyrie, dog. Heavy, man. Let's get him. Fuck that shit.
What are you emphasizing to your players right now, and what are you closely evaluating before passing on?
You know, I think when you get into training camp, it's all the fundamentals. It's all the little things. You know, at the end of the day,
it's not rocket science. Sometimes it's simple, right? We know some coaches try to make it rocket science, right? But we know it's simple, dog. What did he say? The basics, the mechanics, the techniques, harping on the techniques, man. Doing something perfect, you hear me? Not rocket science once again, but it's about getting the basics, dog. Heavy. Get perfect at the basics, right? Period, man.
There's a small margin for error in NFL games, so it really comes down to the little things. So
the little things matter, the subtle things matter, huh? The things you may not think are important as a player matter, dog. Make a difference, you hear me?
Alignment, footwork, hand placement, just those fundamentals, those techniques. You know, we had a conversation yesterday about, you know, your eyes tell, you know, send a signal to your brain, and your brain tells your body what to do, and your reaction time, etc. Yeah, facts. You know, your body does what it's trained to do. So that's what individual technique and fundamentals is about. It's about training your body to react a certain way to whatever movement you're working on that particular day. So there's a lot of focus on that. Our communication, our understanding of the schemes that we're putting in.
And it's a brand new scheme. So I'm sure they're going to learn it a lot quicker, because for a lot of guys, it's natural practice, right? Second year of the regime. So it should come faster. Of course, you have things you have to tweak and improve upon as far as the scheme in general. You know, the guys coming off a break, etc. But they're going to be prepared and be ready faster, right? So they're going to perform at a higher level. And you got some new guys in some new spots. You got Van Geekel, Cashman, but they're true veterans. They can adapt, they can learn. Jonathan Grenard, Dallas Turner, he's a rookie, but it's Roll Tide full of pride. He will be prepared, dog. And if not, he'll be a backup, whatever the case may be. But guys will be prepared, and I'm glad Brian Flores is in his second year with the regime, and he can really coach these guys up now. Huh? He can really coach these guys up, have some consecutive years with them, and really see how they get out. Even with still a lack of talent in certain areas, you believe in Flores, right? If anybody can turn it around, Flores can turn it around, huh? You hear me?
Why we're doing it, how each individual.
Whoa, hold on. Muhammad Sahil, is that real, big dog? Hold up. Pause, breaking news. Is that real, Muhammad? Because if so, I'm going to get to that later, bro. We're going to stay on track, on task. But if that's real news, because we here, baby, big SKOL here. I just got a report. Cornerback Griffin got hurt. Muhammad Sahil, I need you to go let me know if that's real news or false news, dog. I must know quickly and swiftly. Muhammad Sahil, let me know. You hear me, big dog? let me know, baby. Much appreciated. 1,000. Anybody else in the chat who know, let me know, dog. Quickly and swiftly. You hear me? I must know, dog. Let's get it. Is that real news? Is that real news? We're going to check it out. Let's finish this up, bro.
Role within it, why it's important, how it affects other people. I think when you kind of start to get into the nuances of that in detail, that's what training camp's about, because you have the time and on the practice field and in the meeting room to really dive in and go through it. You know, I think our staff, you know, has done a great job, you know, really, you know, I'm talking more OTAs and in the spring, just putting together a curriculum that, you know, we feel like gives the players the best opportunity to learn and really gain knowledge and understanding. So I know that was a lot. I'm not sure if I really answered your question, but
I mean, it just I'm gonna check into that news later, Muhammad. But yeah, man, what did they expect them to say? It's a tough time right now, a tough situation, but it's about the basics. It's about developing, zoning in, getting mentally focused, you know, learn the playbook, learn the defense, implement his scheme, and that's just what it is, bro. On top of dealing with the situations and injuries, dog, and the tragic events that have occurred. It's about keep pushing, stay positive, dog. Keep pushing it forward. Yeah.
There's a lot going on in training camp, so I can't. You know, it's not one or two things. It's like 75 things going on at the same time, and we're trying to. The word's not even evaluate. It's more just teach. That's what this time's about.
I'm glad he said that, man, because that's what it's about, teaching, and that's what Brian Flores does well. That's what he does very well, right? Teaches. At least from what we've seen his first season in, he's a great teacher, dog. If he wasn't, the Vikings defense wouldn't have been much improved last season, bro. You hear me? But I'm glad he's teaching the basics again, teaching responsibility, dog, teaching maybe gratitude, being thankful, being grateful, taking nothing for granted, dog, teaching, you know, chemistry, man, brotherhood, you know what I'm saying? Trust, loyalty, man, just bringing it all together, bringing it all in, you hear me? Bring it all in, dog. Build that real chemistry. Because as we all know, I don't care how much talent you got, dog. You ain't got chemistry on your team, your talent don't have chemistry to match, it's a wrap, bro. We see it all the time, dog, in many sports, every sport, dog, around the board. I don't care how much talent you got. If your team ain't together, focused as one unit, you ain't going nowhere, homie. Delton Vincent says no report on that. Much appreciated. Maybe no need for concern. Gary, shout out Gary, man. Yeah, Griff rolled ankle. No word on severity. Hopefully it's something simple, man. Hopefully it's nothing major. I'm sure if it was major, they would have blasted it throughout all the media, right, dog? If it was a torn ACL or something serious or impactful. So probably just a little bruise, banged up. He probably got to sit out, you know, the rest of the week or something, dog. Play it smart, though. The Vikings must play it smart, heavy. Let's get back into it, baby. Let's go. You in the chat, like it up. You in the chat, like it up, man. Like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell.
Talked a little bit today about how there's not really a playbook for coaches dealing with something like Kyrie and just kind of trying to get through it emotionally and also lead a team through it. Is that something you've been through before at all, or is there a way that you kind of go about kind of doing your job while trying to grieve and process things for him?
Oh yeah, I mean, I think it's a tragic situation. Everyone's going to grieve and grieve in their own way.
Facts. Everyone grieves differently, dog. Some people grieve later. Some people grieve forever. You hear me? Some people cry. Some people scream, yell, show anger, dog. Get depressed, but you got to keep fighting through all the, even through the grieving, man. It's more easier said than done, right? You hear me? Self-talk daily. You hear me? Even through whatever, dog. You got to fight, homie. It's part of the process, man. Part of the journey in all aspects, homie. You know what I'm saying? And the Vikings, yeah, man. Shout out Gary. Shout out Gary for the info. Shout out Gary for the info. No more injuries, dog. Shout out Gary for the info. Heavy. You got to keep pushing, keep fighting, homie, through it all, no matter what. Real life in general, you hear? Big SKOL hit, man. Shout out B-Flow. Shout out Brian Flores. Glad he is a defensive coordinator, dog.
I know I'm doing that.
It up.
as far as with players, there's been some situations that I've been through in my career that are similar.
So we lost players, probably players he was closer to. So he's probably felt the pain, experienced going through the pain, fighting through it, pushing through it, giving it time. But it just is what it is, man. It's tough. It's tough. There's no way around it. How will you handle it? How will you handle it? But you can tell it's eating him up. It's eating him up, huh? You can see it in his face, through his shades, huh? His demeanor, his energy, huh? Yeah, man. It's hurting Flo right now. He ain't gonna break down at the podium. He's trying not to, at least. And we know the media, they're so focused on the questions about Kyrie, huh? Heavy, huh? I guarantee they don't ask one time about Dwight McLaughlin or another young rookie. I bet they don't ask about how Andrew Booth is doing. You hear me? Jay Ward, etc. Now, if they do, all right, I was wrong, but I guarantee they don't, dog. I guarantee they will continue to ask questions about Kyrie and Mekhi Blackman. They will dwell on the negativity, huh? Instead of shift it to positivity. You hear me? Point blank, period, huh? They'll switch it up a little later, but they're going to emphasize those certain questions, homie. It just gets annoying, irritating at times, you hear me? Heavy, man.
Kendrick Norton is one that that comes to mind immediately. But yeah, they're I think it puts things in perspective. And what you love to see is the outpouring of support that's come not just from the people on this team, but really the entire league. I can't tell you how many text messages I got from coaches, throughout the league. So you feel that brotherhood.
Facts, man. Shout out to the coaches around the NFL, college football. So even amongst the hate and the bigots and the haters, etc., running their mouth up, the Rico knows type dudes who should get punched in their face right now. It's good to see guys out there showing love, showing respect, throughout the NFL, right? Heavy, huh?
That fraternity, which is what's special about, coaching and playing in this league. We're all in this together. But yeah, the grieving part of that, that's still ongoing. Speaking for myself, I have my moments where, I get down, it's, when you think about all that he had been through to get to this point, that's, a lot of what I loved about the player. I think there's a lot of adversity that goes on.
Facts, man. Just his grind, dog, his fight, how he never gave up. And you get that close, but yet so far, though, that close right there, and boom, bam. Questioning a lot makes you question certain things just about the world in general, huh? On a day-to-day basis, dog, like what's really real, huh? Heavy, homie. But I'm sure he's in a better place, dog, period. But it's a sad situation, sad story. And like I say, I don't want to hear about it. It was his time, this and that, dog. Nah, cap, homie.
For 3.5 hours on Sundays that we all love to watch, and for a guy to I think part of just my process of evaluating players is how are they going to deal with adversity, where are they going to pull it from, and he's
he dealt with it from all angles, dog. He dealt with it from all angles, you hear me, homie? Dealt with it, fought through it. Even when he wanted to give up, right? Cave in. He kept going, homie. The Vikings gotta keep going too. You hear me? Damn, dog. Rest in peace, homie.
I think each one of us individually, whenever we're going through something, we think about the times we overcame something else, and it could have nothing to do with football, but he certainly had some things in his life that I thought were going to help him or propel him to doing some great things.
Right, it's different because it's an injury, but you Mekhi Blackman as well, so another person down for you. How have you talked to him? How he's dealing, and how are you guys doing?
Yeah, obviously he's it's a tough injury, and tough injury, tough time. He was excited. He had just worked back to get back out here. He worked extremely hard to get back out on the field. You know, he played banged up last year for us.
Yeah, he another dude, man. Fought through a rookie season, tough rookie season, but solid rookie season as well. Fought through the obstacles, dog. You know what I'm saying? It just sucks, but it's part of the game. Man. Gotta keep growing, homie. Let's see it. Period, man.
And we, you know, I was excited about, you know, watching him come back in year 2, more comfortable, more understanding, more knowledge, more experience. I thought we were going to see a different version of Mekhi, a better version of Mekhi. And quite honestly, I think we'll see that moving forward. And that's what I told him yesterday. To me, I think, you know, 10 years from now, this will be a blip in the you know.
At Fiverr, we offer 3D rendering services. But you probably
but just a bump in the road over the course of his journey throughout the NFL.
Sat back for a major comeback here. It's sad, it's tough, it's rough, but hopefully he can bounce back and come back stronger, dog. Another opportunity, man. Another opportunity, dog. Injuries suck, but man, I ain't gonna sugarcoat it. ACL injury, dog. We just being real. An ACL injury, homie, you hear me? That's not an easy recovery. Not an easy recovery, dog. Period. Especially for a cornerback. You know? Come on, man. He can do it, though. It can be done, homie. I just hope he keeps his mental right.
That was my message to him yesterday. I know he'll attack the rehab and get himself back, you know, ready to go. I'm telling you, I'm sure in December he's going to say I'm ready to go, you know, or somewhere in there. But, you know, Mekhi is a fierce competitor. He's very talented. He's exactly what we're looking for in a Viking. And it's a tough loss, you know, and, you know, we all feel it. But he's got a great support system with his family, and we're part of that. So we'll be reaching out and checking in on him and making sure he's doing well. But you know, it's tough for a young guy to really. They put a lot into it, and for you know, it all to kind of get taken away, just like that. You know, again, it puts things in perspective, but also.
Yeah, man, put a lot in perspective, right, dog? And that's the cliche thing to say. Huh? A lot of people say it, oh, put things in perspective, don't take this and that for granted, but some people still do, homie. But at the end of the day, Mekhi Blackman, he got to bounce back. And the next man got to step up, dog. Just the way the business goes, the way the NFL, homie, you hear? That's just the way it rocks, dog. You know what I'm saying?
So, you know, for him.
I told you, straight course in Mekhi Blackman, Kyrie, Mekhi Blackman, Kyrie to Mekhi Blackman. Second course done in a row. Something about somebody being injured, Mekhi Blackman, I get it, but how many questions you gonna ask about the man? Can we get to the positivity? Can you ask about the other young players? I'm just asking, I just want to know. How about asking about his D-line? What are his plans for the D-line, his interior, his trenches? See what I'm saying about the media, dog? They ask certain questions. Certain questions they don't ask, dog. It's cap, bro. It's all cap. How about you ask him about them weak trenches up front? If he does, why does he believe in the guys up front, the players that they bring in? Heavy, dog. Ask him how does he feel about his front interior D-line. Ask the questions, media. Ask the real questions, dog.
It's tough. It's tough for us, but you know, I'm thinking about him, and I think, but he'll bounce back. Like that's the kind of kid he is.
How does that change about what you still have at that position, and what remains personnel-wise?
You know, I think I like our room. I like everyone at every position. So
now you can say, of course, he would say that. That's the thing to say, and that's the politically correct thing to say. Right? He likes everyone at the position. Of course, you know, he likes this guy, like that guy. You hear me? That's the right thing to say. That's what you expect Brian Flores to say. But if Brian Flores could be real, he can be real. It's just his choice. But if you want to really go into detail about it, you can't blame him for not doing it. But I'm sure he would say, like, hey, man, it's a tough spot right now. Some guys I believe in, some guys I don't. That's just what it is. We got to see what can happen. You hear? Now, would he be wrong for saying I don't believe in maybe but 1, 2, 3 of my cornerbacks? Would he be wrong for saying it? No. But what? The people are bashing. Players will be mad, get into their feelings, dog. Oh, Brian Flores. Oh, he says this. He disrespects the Viking player. He says he don't believe in his players, his cornerbacks. Come on, bro. So he got to say that, right? And he may believe in some of his personnel, but I'm sure he's not old, just so happy, dog, about his cornerback situation right now. You hear me? His depth chart, dog. Ain't no way in hell you can say Brian Flores is happy about the situation in his fucking quarterback room. You hear me? Stop capping. Let's not be delusional, dog. Of course, he's gonna be politically correct, not bash his players or throw them under the bus. Respect him for that. But at the end of the day, we know what's up, dog. Certain things he can't just come out and say, homie. And certain questions, as we see, the media refuses to ask. Come on, bro. Cap.
I think right now we're in the process of getting better on a daily basis, working on, our techniques, specific to that room. Whether it's man coverage, zone coverage, whatever we're doing on a particular day. But I like the guys in that room. I think they're competitive. I think they're going to work to get better every day. That's really what we've talked about, and that's been.
Well, it starts with the mindset. It starts with mindset. Or what is your player's mindset, dog? They have the mindset. Are they in the mind frame to want to compete, to want to play and take it to that next level and really step in? Do they have the ability to? So you can love their tenacity, their belief, their heart, their grind, their integrity, their want to get better, their will to fight, to play hard, compete. But at the end of the day, if they can't make the cut, they can't make the cut, dog. You hear me? And I'm sure, don't be surprised, don't be shocked if it's some moves made, some maneuvers made. Some players switched around to different positions, cornerback, safety, i.e. You hear me, dog? Jay Ward, to be specific, huh?
Been the message. But we're still going to find out whose roles.
Appreciated, Gary. Much appreciated, Gary, big dog. Shout out Gary Heavy, man. Much appreciate you, homie. Much love. No cap.
Who's going to find different roles for.
Much love, Gary, man. EJ, your content is very solid. I'm going to promote you to all my SKOL mates to build your channel. Shout out Gary Bolster, man. Heavy, man. Much appreciated. Share this live, dog. Share it with everybody. Share it with your mama, your daddy, your girlfriend, your best friend, whoever. Shout out Gary in the building, man. You in the chat, like it up. You in the chat, like it up, man. No cap. Let's get it. Big SKOL here, man. Support the channel, support the grind. Heavy. Let's work. Let's get it.
For themselves, and our job as coaches to put them in the best position to fit their specific skill set. And we'll do our best to do that.
You talk about position flexibility. I think I like Ben Kinkle.
A lot of noise in the background, bro. A lot of noise, static in the background. Why do they decide to do this press conference right outside where it's cars passing, loud noise, people walking by? What the fuck is that in the background, homie? Very unprofessional. Very unprofessional, dog. Can the questions be clear? Can the questions be clear, dog? Period, dog. Now, the Minnesota Vikings media team has battled with this for multiple years. Why do you choose to pick a location that has sketchy sound, dog? Never have soundproof. Sometimes you can barely understand the questions. Static in the background, loud car noise. Cars loud as hell riding by. What is really going on here, dog? Come on now. What the hell with the volume, dog? Choose a better place to record, Vikings media. Come on now.
That was Turner. What get guys like that, those kind of pieces, what is that allow you to do this year in terms of creativity and different spots?
I think we're always looking for guys who can play multiple positions. But really, we're looking for good players. Guys who are tough, guys who.
Football player, dog. Can they play ball? Can they play ball? Point blank, period.
Have instincts. Use their hands well. But position flexibility really boils down to, there's athleticism around it, but it's, intelligence and ability to kind of understand conceptually what we're doing so that, you see the defense and you and I are playing one position and we can flip and you know what I'm doing, I know what you're doing, and the offense.
Versatility comes down to communication, right? Communication, dog. Everybody being on the same accord, defense being on the same page, everyone understanding their role, understanding their position, and playing it well, right? Point blank, period, dog. having versatile players, being able to switch at the last moment, right? Control chaos. You hear me? That's what Brian Flores is about. That's what he brings to the table, dog. Control chaos. Chaotic, but also quiet and calm. You hear me? Heavy, dog. You hear me? Never let the offense know what you're doing, what you're thinking, etc. That's the game. That's the game, dog.
Thinks that you're in one spot and somebody else is in another spot. So that's really player to player. I think we got a lot of guys who have that ability to play multiple roles. You mentioned Van Ginkel and Cashman. I think they're certainly in that mode. But guys like Metellus and Harry and Bynum.
Facts, Metellus, Jay Ward. Even if you want to move Jay Ward, like you said, Van Ginkel, Josh Metellus, dog, Cashman, maybe even DT. Dallas Turner to move him on the inside, outside. So Brian Flores is going to work. He's going to work with what he got. He proved that last year.
Along the D line, Harrison Phillips plays several different positions. So does John Bullard. Early on in my career, I was told if you can only do one thing, you better be able to do it extremely well in this league. So most guys can do 1, 2, 3, 4 things. So I think those guys are in that boat.
History with Van Ginkel. What do you think he'll bring to this team when he's fully healthy?
Toughness.
Save money with Snapshot ProView. Instant savings on your commercial auto insurance and vehicle.
Work ethic, leadership. He's a quiet leader. You're not going to hear much from him. But, he's fun to be around.
Shout out Muhammad, dog. Shout out Muhammad. Much appreciated for you coming through, big dog. Signing off, big dog. Thanks so much for your videos and live and inspiring work. Out short, take care. SKOL Tide. SKOL Tide, Muhammad. Much appreciated to you, man. SKOL Tide, man. Shout out Muhammad, bro. Let's get it. We here, man. Let's go. SKOL Vikes forever. Win, lose, or draw, man. Let's get it. Let's work. Let's get it, man. SKOL Vikes, bro. No matter what, believe that.
Loves playing football. And that's the one thing about this group that I really, when they play together, you can feel that they like playing together, that they enjoy playing together. So
what it's about, what he said was very important. They like playing together. They feel playing together. They love playing together. They enjoy it, dog. That's how you win. That's how you win, bro. Like I just said earlier, I don't care how much talent you got. If your talent ain't on the same accord, your talent don't have that chemistry, that bond, that brotherhood, that love for each other, that like to play, that want to play with each other, around each other, understanding what they got to do. Nah, bro. You ain't gonna win. I don't care how much talent you got, homie. You need more than talent. You need more than talent. You definitely need talent, but talent ain't just 100% of it, homie. You hear me? It's a lot more factors, a lot more things that weigh in, boy.
I think that's a strength for them and us as a team. So, but Van Ginkel's kind of jumped right in, and I think he's done a nice job of just incorporating himself with the group. But he's got pass rush ability, he can play in coverage, he plays in the kicking game, he's smart. He's played several different positions over the course of his career. He just wants to play. At the end of the day, he just loves to play. Those are the kinds of guys you're looking for.
All right. Van Ginkel, another versatile edge rusher, man. Edge rushing ability, crazy. If he's healthy, that's the question. like a few players, if he's healthy, man, sky's the limit. Matter of fact, there's no limit, huh? Dude can play football. He can get to the quarterback, huh? It's a bad dude, homie. It's about being healthy, being available. Let's hope they stay healthy, dog. Period. You hear me? Period, man.
Offensive guy training against the Vikings offensive line. What do you see when you look at that front up there?
It's a good group. It's a very good group. We start at the tackle position with BO and
I guess he asked him about the left tackle position. I mean the Vikings offensive line. It's all good, B-Flow. It's all good, Brian Flores. We know you can't bash the lineman. We know you can't say how you really feel about Garrett Bradbury. Like he's soft as Charmin. Fat boy soft as Charmin, dog. Don't move nothing. Don't move no bodies. But he the first in the damn lunch line. You hear me, dog? First in line for the cheeseburgers with the extra cheese. You hear me? We know Brian Flores. It's all good, big dog. You ain't got a cap, bro. Keep it light. Keep it simple. Keep it cool. Keep it calm, Brian Flores. But you ain't got to big them softies up front. Now you can big up, Give props and respect to Brian O'Neill, slightly to Brian O'Neill, but Christian Darrisaw, you can big up the tackles, homie, solidified tackles. But them soft boys up front, that soft center, Brian Flores, you know the scoop, dog. You know he's soft as cotton, charming, dog. Ed Ingram, that questionable guard, Blake Brandel. Who was Blake Brandel? Blake Brandel was a backup last year, Flores. You know what's up, B-Flow, but it's all good, B-Flow. I know what it is. I know you got to be politically correct, B-Flow. It's all good, homie. It's all good, Brian Flores. You get a pass, homie. You can't bash them soft boys up front. I get it. You can't say how you feel for real.
CD, tough, athletic, tough to get around those guys. Got to have a plan for them.
A plan for CD and Brian O'Neill. That's about it. A plan for CD and Brian O'Neill. You ain't got to have no plan to get around Bradbury, Ed Ingram, or Blake Brandel. You hear me? Ain't no team got a plan, nothing. The only plan got to be push them, punch them, push them right in their chest, bench press them in their chest. Them fall boys, they going to fall backwards, homie. They soft and charming, dog. No disrespect to Brian Flores or the squad. You hear me? We just stating facts, dog. And by now, we all know the trenches is a weak link, both sides of the ball. Even on your side, Flores, even on your side, big dog. I'm waiting for those questions to come, but I think the media too scary to ask. They may not want to offend you, but I got a question for you, Flores. We know you're a great coach, you very elite. But what are you gonna do with your defense? What are you gonna do with your defense and the lack of trenches, Brian Flores? That's my question, Brian Flores. What are you going to do with your lack of trenches, dog? You hear me? That's just my biggest question for you, since the media too scared to ask you. You believe in Harrison Phillips. You believe in James Lynch. You believe in Jaquilin Roy, Jonathan Bullard. I don't, Brian Flores. I don't, big dog. I think they're going to hold your defense back. What are you going to do to stop the run game, huh? To apply more pressure, Brian Flores. All questions for you, big dog. All questions for you, my homie. I'm rooting for you. I wish you the best, dog. I want to see y'all boys win, huh? Big SKOL here, SKOL Vikes forever. Win, lose, or draw. But Brian Flores, a lot is riding on you. A lot is riding on you, dog. Even though you did a great job last season, what is the NFL about? What is the league about? What have you done for me now, huh? What are you doing for me now? That's the NFL way, baby. So Brian Flores, a lot of pressure on you too, big dog. I'm sure you will rise to it because you about all that smoke. But just know, your interior D-line is lacking, homie. Heavy respect.
You know, Garrett's a damn good center. He's smart, tough.
Oh, Flores, don't you lie, man. Don't you sit up there and lie through your teeth, Flores. Now, I know you better than that, dog. Don't you sit up there and lie, my boy. Talking about Garrett Bradbury, a great center. Come on, Flores. Stop the cap, Flo. Stop the cap, B-Flow.
I know we're putting it together. You know, let me talk about Ed and Blake and Dalton before somebody says that I didn't talk about them. You know, those are good players.
You ain't gotta say nothing about them. You ain't gotta say nothing about them to me. Hey, Delton, facts, dog. Delton, come on, man. You know he just trying to talk proper, homie. You ain't gotta say nothing about Ed Ingram or Blake Brandel, Flores, for real.
Still, I mean, I just got the time limit, so I'm just, you know, I'm you know, I could get into Flax and Jurgens and the whole group if you really want me to, but I'm not sure that's, you know, Carly may put the clock on me, but it's a good group.
You got a cap, Flo, here.
I love hanging out with O-linemen. For whatever reason, like my college roommate or college roommates at BC were offensive linemen. Augie Hoffman, Rudy DiPietro. They'll love that I shouted them out, so that'd be good. But great friends. So you know that group. I go over, hang out with them down the stretch quite a bit. I love the camaraderie in that room. I'm with Coop all the time and Sean Surratt. You know, Coop and my
be real, Flo. Be real now, Flo.
James is always at my house. And our wives are pretty close too. So you know, I don't know. I've got an affinity.
Be real with it, Flo. Here.
You know how they work, and that connectivity that they have. But I think we got a good group. They play well together. They're tough. They're physical. It's a good challenge for us on a daily basis. because, you know.
Check out these deals of the week at Walgreens.
That boy Flo capping, man. That boy Flo capping. Brian Flores talking about it's a good battle for us every week. You ain't got a cap, Flo. You ain't got a cap, Flo. You hear me, homie? You ain't got a cap for the old line, dog. We know them boys soft. Just leave it at that, man. You heard me? Heavy, bro.
Individually and collectively, there aren't a lot of, groups and individuals. They give us a good look. Let's put it that way.
Brian, Harrison said yesterday, Smith, one thing he loves about playing for you is that you're not scared to try different things that might be unconventional outside the box. You're not afraid if they don't work. Is that have you always been that way, or is that part in coaching to maybe try something that's unconventional?
So you can't be scared. What you mean scared? Ain't got no choice to be scared. You think where he got to by being scared to coach, being scared to take a chance, take a risk. That's why he one of the best, right? Life in general, you want something, you can't be scared to take that chance. You hear me? You know what I'm saying? This must be his full of shit segment. Hey, he full of something right now, Delton Vincent. He trying to big up, give major props to the old line. That trash old line, bro. You hear me? I get it though. It's part of the program. Part of the program, my dog. He ain't got a lot of kicking though. We know what's up, man. He know the old line trash and soft, dog. You know what I'm saying? Let's go, bro. No cap.
From what other people do?
Yeah, I think it's, over the years I study a lot of film. I study a lot of tape. I watch
Experience, football IQ, high football IQ. You hear me? Respect it. He's been around the greats like Belichick, right? So he knows how to study the game, learn the game, put his personnel in the best situation, dog. Heavy. Point blank, period, man. Then he put his own mix, his own magic to it. And you get voila. You hear me, bro? You get legendary. You hear me? One of the top defenses in the NFL, dog. No cap. You hear me?
Watch, different coordinators from LeBeau to, Rex Ryan to Buddy Ryan to Zim. I could go on and on, but I'm constantly trying to, stay with the times. There are a lot of things that are in vogue offensively and defensively, and I try to stay, abreast to what's new and what the trends are through the league, and in doing that, whether it's
You kidding me, bro? I don't know what's up with the internet right now, dog, but I'm back. Let's get right back to it, dog. I don't know what's going on with connection, Gary, but I'm here, baby. Let's get it, man. Let's get right back to it. Right back to it. You hear me? Get right back to it. Let's get it.
You know, you draw it up and you draw it up over and over and over again, and it looks like, you know, it put some rules to it. Looks like it may work.
Right.
And why not give it a shot? So I'm not afraid to, you know, test things out.
Internet one trip, we keep grinding. Internet one trip, we keep grinding. Let's get it, man. We here. 2 hours in.
You know, calling the game is the different thing, which over the years I've gotten more comfortable doing that. And it's fun. You know, when it works, it's cool, it's fun, it's exciting, it's different, and sometimes you got to work the kinks out of some things too. You know, hopefully not in game, but it's happened in game too. So, but yeah, look, I love coaching football. If you guys can't, you know, don't see it, I'm very passionate about it.
You can definitely see that. You can definitely tell that, dog. Am I right? One thing about Flores, you can definitely tell he's passionate about football, loves coaching football, loves to be around the game, knows the game, right? Learns to continue to learn and improve coaching the game, right? He's not in his ego. He's willing to learn, willing to put the work in. He understands the NFL, the game changes every year, dog. Year in, year out, it's a new ball game, correct? Heavy, dog. So that's who Flores is. Of course, you can tell, you know what I'm saying? It oozes out of him, dog. He loves the game heavy here.
You know, other than spending time with my wife and kids, this is, you know, I just love being out here. I love being in meetings and walkthroughs and practice. You know, I enjoy, you know, putting them under some stress because it's a stressful game.
You can tell he's choking up right there, right? He kind of choking up right now. You hear him? Yeah, he kind of choking up right now, right? Probably thinking about Kyrie Jackson, etc. Dog. You know what I'm saying? You can hear it in his voice, dog. Period.
So I try to do that in practice. I just love everything about it. So I'm excited to be here, and you know, excited to spend time with you guys too. Thank you.
Unlike my, let's get it, man. That's it. That's it from Flo. That was a long little presser, but we got through it, man. With the internet tripping or what, we're gonna get through it heavy. We're gonna step heavy. Never fold, man. Never fold big SKOL here, dog. SKOL Vikes level. We'll lose the draw. All right. We're gonna get on to the next one, man. Make sure you're in the chat, like it up, man. Like, comment, and subscribe. Let's get to it. On to the next video. We're gonna get on Jettas. We're gonna talk about Jettas. Justin Jefferson has been balling. They say it's the new energy from Jettas, a new energy permeating through Jettas, right? Like I said, probably got a lot to do with his newborn daughter, dog. I don't care what nobody talking about. A blessing and a lesson. You hear me? Heavy, dog. So Jettas probably got more of a ump in his step. Are you shocked? He got more of a chip on his shoulder. Are you shocked? More to prove. Don't be surprised if Jettas put up 2,000 plus yards, huh? 2,500, etc. Though they say that boy looking quick, that boy looking good, man. That boy put the work in, huh? Are you shocked though? Are you surprised? He wants to be the best, dog. Let's get it done. Yeah, man. Let's get it done with Jettas, man. Let's go, man. 1 second, give me 1 second, man. You heard me. Shout out Jettas, bro. You here? Give me 1 second, man. We're gonna do Jettas, then we're gonna go to Addison, and we'll be out of here in a little minute, man. Give me 1 second, bro. Let me get this right. Here. Matter of fact, yeah, we forgot the. Matter of fact, I ain't even gonna do all that. I'm gonna just do these. We're gonna do the interviews, dog. Yeah. Do the interviews. I want to hear what they're saying here. See if I can find the Jettas one here, dog. I'm gonna keep it short and sweet since that one was so long, huh? Yo, can I see what Jetta's talking about, please, bro? Can I see what Jetta's talking about, please, bro? Here. Here we go. Let's get Jetta's first, then we're gonna do things on how to go. Then we're gonna get up out of here, man. But first, let's get this done right quick. First, we're gonna do Jetta's, then we get to Addy, then we get up out of here, man. Training camp day 2, man. Well, this is from day 1, but I want to talk more about Jetta's, dog, and how he feels. You hear me? What his vibes is, dog.
Things on how to go on about his business on and off the field. So I'm always going to be that person to that he can lean on and talk to about anything. And we definitely will be here for him.
How's the chemistry working with Sam?
It's going great. Well, I mean, all of the quarterbacks are doing great. JJ is coming along with him learning the playbook and him just getting comfortable with being out there.
It definitely seems like he's energized, right? He's happy. Can't deny that, right? He seems definitely energized and happy, more turned up. And people may not believe it, man, but I think it's a lot to do with his daughter as well, man. Even though the situation may not be ideal, but I'm sure he glad the court situation is over and everything, dog. He can just play football. And like I say, he's playing for something more than just himself, dog. Not only his legacy, he's leaving something for his little one. You hear him? Now she watching, dog, heavy. Forget what her mama talking about if it's drama there. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure he focused on his little one, dog. But his energy, he seemed like he more energetic, dog. He ready to be there, happy about being there. And it could be that payday. It could be that payday he just got on that guapino. That guapino, you hear? Of course he gonna be happy he got that guapino, right? Heavy, yeah.
Sam has been throwing bombs today, and he's been looking great as well. So I'm excited to see what all of the quarterbacks have during the training camp and see who we.
You heard what he said? He said Sam Darnold has been throwing bombs, and they say that boy Sam Darnold throwing. You know what I mean? And it's even news that Justin Jefferson is more talkative, more free, being more of a leader, taking on more of that captain role, and that's very imperative, very important, dog. But like I say, his energy seems different. He's running around the field, he's jumping around, elated, dog, happy to be there, just happy to play football, homie. You hear me? Probably got a lot of things built up, but the fact he's stepping up as a leader, as a captain, he's speaking highly of Sam Darnold, so I'm sure he's happy about his quarterback situation, no matter who it is. But that just shows you right there, Sam Darnold, JJ McCarthy, man, having good days. It's probably officially a battle, especially in the back of KOC's mind. It's probably officially a battle, dog. But it's good that Jettas can just be free, just play ball. You see, he's in his element, dog. He's in his element. You hear me? He loves football. He wants to be the best. He wants to be the greatest. That's the type of guy he is. You hear me? He wants to be one of the best, dog. He is in his element. He is in his element, hands down, man down. You hear me? Point blank, period. Jefferson is in his element. It's going to be trouble. It's going to be trouble for whoever across him, dog. Period, dog. Happy for the dude, dog. No cap.
Go with during the season.
You look at yourself as the leader of this offense?
Of course I do. I mean, I have a C on my chest, and I carry that with pride. So every time I step foot on this field, even when I'm out of this building, people looking at me and people are, I'm a role model. So I just got to carry that on my chest and make sure I'm doing the right things.
Who do you credit with?
See, Jefferson understands, right? He understands his position, right? He understands his position, even though it's not his job or his detail to be a role model for real, but he knows he's in the spotlight. He understands kids, the youth is watching him, kids looking up to him, even adults and kids looking up to him, right? So he understands the responsibility that comes with the job, with the fame, etc., dog. A lot of responsibility in the way he carries himself, like he said, off the field, understands off the field, dog. Stays out of trouble, stays out of drama, dog. Not in the streets, etc., not caught up in no bullshit, homie. Putting the work in, wanting to be great. He got the baby mama situation, but it's not putting him in danger. You hear me? Maybe attacking his pockets, but he'd be straight with that, huh? He getting 35 mil a year. You hear me? They can only take so much, homie. You hear me, dog? I'm sure he learned from that mistake, dog, or that whatever that was, right? Whatever that situation was. But at the end of the day, Jetta's a great prime example of how to carry yourself on and off the field, off season and all, right? You see two dynamics, huh? Jordan Addison, how he handling it, how he carrying it, and Justin Jefferson, how he handling it, how he carrying it, dog. We're gonna get to Addison in a minute, last segment, you hear me? But it just feels good to see Jetta's back on the field, knowing he got money in his pocket, his hamstring looking healthy, he looking healthy, right? He ready to play ball, homie. Period, dog. Let's get it. Let that man eat, homie. Okay.
Helping mold you into the man that you are and the role model that you are. Probably one of the more selfless superstars that they have in the game now.
My family. I definitely got to give that credit to my family. They definitely, taught me how to be humble, taught me how to be appreciative of what I get, and I just love playing football.
Solid foundation comes from a solid foundation, huh? Respect, integrity, all that, morals and principles. Respect it.
At the end of the day, so if anything is coming in between me and football, I ain't messing with it.
Did you spoil yourself at all since you signed a new contract? Anything kind of fun?
I did a couple fun things. Not really, financially wise, but just trying to figure out, housing situation, car situation, trying to take care of my family. So, not too much. Not too much.
I think you still have the Oakley deal, right?
Yes, I do. I got them on right now.
What type of things did you work on in the offseason that you want to put on display?
Yeah, get that bag, Let's get that bag. You hear me? He said he got them sponsorships. Get that bag. Jetta's heavy, dog. Point blank period. Get that guapino, dog. Oakley sponsorship on top of his big deal. Yeah, man, Jetta's gonna be straight, homie. Now it's time to focus on football. Focus in on the task at hand, dog. Point blank period, huh?
Way to get better at training camp. Yeah, well, first things first was I didn't like how my season turned out last year. So it's all about, just getting my body prepared and my body right to go on this long season, especially while training camp is happening. So it just was about, just making sure my hamstring and all of my joints and ligaments are up to par.
Justin, do you show up to training camp with goals in mind for the season for yourself, or is that something that you kind of formulate over the next couple of weeks?
Nah, I definitely have goals, that I lean into going into towards the season. But my same goals are just like last year. I didn't get to finish out the whole full season last year, so I pretty much have the same goals that I had last year.
In what area specifically do you think you can elevate your game this season?
I can elevate my game in plenty of ways. It's just all about ways to find out how to elevate my game on a different level. There's always room for improvement. There's always things for me to.
Facts. Always room for growth. Always room for improvement, huh? Big facts, dog. Always room for growth. Excuse me. Always room for improvement, dog. No cap.
To learn and things to pick up on. So I'm always a person that's looking at different people and watching different players, so I can pick up on that a little bit.
Just as a role model, what do you say to Jordan? How he goes through something like that?
Yeah, I mean, just like I said, no one knows Jordan besides the people that's in this building. We know what he's going through, and we know what type of situation he's in. So we're just telling him to lean on us, talk to us about.
And that's what's up, dog. You know what I'm saying? Be there, listen to, listen to what he going through. Word is he said he was in a dark place. We're going to get to that in a minute, dog. But just being there, being a true support, dog, vice versa. Man, sharpen man, iron, sharpen iron, right? Talking to him, trying to help him out. You know what I'm saying? Guide him in the right direction. See what he need, dog. Be a shoulder to lean on if need be, huh? We know at the end of the day, Jordan Addison gotta want to change his ways, homie. But just that team support, the team showing they rocking with him no matter what, got his back, standing behind him, 10 toes down, you hear me? It makes a difference, dog. And Jordan Addison talked about it, how it was all love, how the team embraced him, players embraced him, dog. Told him keep his head up, you hear me? Do all the negativity, all the cap, whatever, the bullshit, whatever. Keep your head up, homie. We here for you, rocking with you, hands down, man down. You hear? It's respect, man. Let's get it.
Anything that he's going through, but we always will be here for him.
What is your observations about Darnold?
Yeah, he definitely have a strong arm. Just seeing the deep throws he threw today, just with touch and good spiral. So I definitely like that going into
Yeah, you can tell by Jetta's smile. He liked that, right? Asked him about Sam Darnold. He said, "Yeah, I like Sam Darnold, homie. I like Sam Darnold a lot. You hear me?" Talked about his spiral, his deep ball, etc., etc. Hey man, shout out Jettas, shout out Sam Darnold, dog. The competition is on heavy.
Ryan Miller invests the way he wants to invest. Ryan sets his investments to.
All right, if we're gonna do that, then we're gonna go to Jordan Addison, man. You know what I'm saying? Shout out, Justin Jefferson, man, just for continuing to put the work in. He's had his own trials, tribulations too. The way he keeps showing up, carrying himself like a professional dog, like a man on and off the field, like a superstar. You hear me? Shout out Jettas, man. You know what I'm saying? Shout out Jettas, man. No doubt, much respect. Glad to see him on the field, man, running good, swagged out. You know what I'm saying? Just being that leader, taking that next step. You hear me? That's what it's about. The time is now. The time is now, dog. It's time for Jettas to step up, not just in his play, his performance. He's gonna do that regardless, but as a field general, a real leader, dog. A true veteran, homie. Oh yeah. It's time to take that stance for Jettas, homie. Then we got one more segment. Since the internet tripping too, I'm gonna just do this Jordan Addison. I was gonna read the article, but I'm gonna just watch the YouTube and just break it down, man. We're gonna get into Jordan Addison. Heavy, man. Last little segment. Check out his little interview right quick, man. Let's get it, man. See what's up. Jordan Addison, Jay. I think it was yesterday. Here we go.
I can start it out. I know everybody gonna have.
Give me a second. Okay, we're here. We good. Scoring the facts, big dog. Facts, big dog. Definitely one step at a time, one day at a time. You hear me? No cap. Let's get to it.
I can start it out. I know everybody gonna have some questions about what happened a few weeks ago. If I was y'all, I would too. But I was told by my attorney and my agent that I couldn't really answer too many questions on it. But
Yeah, Vikings media. Yeah, Vikings media. Let's not ask too many questions about it. You hear me? It's still under investigation, so don't try to get him jammed up, huh? Let's not ask no dumb question, dog. We saw the same thing last year, right? Ironic, same position, but we saw how the Vikings media, man, could have kind of got Jordan Addison in trouble asking him dumb questions. You hear? Point blank, period, homie. Whoa, what's up, bro? 1 second.
I'm just blessed to be here in front of you guys. This is probably the most peace I felt just being out here with my teammates.
You hear what he said? Felt peace. The most peace he has felt just being out there playing football, doing what he loved. So it's obviously he was going through something, man. That's why he said he was in a dark place. So he probably got a lot on his mind, dog. So just him getting back into the realm of football, getting back into practice, training camp, probably a good feeling, dog. Shout out JA, man. Zone in, bro. Zone in, big dog. Heavy.
And they've been walking with me. They've had their arms around me the whole time, the whole situation. So, really, I'm just blessed to be here right now.
What do you tell them? You say you can count on me, or what do you tell them?
I mean, well, can they count on me? That's yet to be proven, right? That's yet to be proven. Can they really count on him? I'm sure he said it before. He said the same thing after the last incident last year, right? So the question is, can they really count on him? Can they believe him when he says, hey, you can count on me, bro? I messed up. It won't happen again for real this time. So maybe they think they can, maybe they think they don't. But his actions have shown what? We got to wait and see if we can really count on JA to stay out of trouble, to focus in, to zone in, right? To really focus on football and make smart decisions, dog. Make the right decision for himself, for others, etc., right? Period, dog. So it's just not automatic that, they don't got a question him. Let's ask realistic questions, dog. Especially after the situation. It's a few players who like, you know what I'm saying? What's really up with you, dog? We're here for you. We support you. But are you listening? Are you learning? You hear me? That's the major key right there. You hear?
Really, I just make sure I'm put it behind me, because at the end of the day, I got a job to do. You know, my job is to come in here and work, so that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to make sure I'm still JA. You know, they know my character, they know my heart. So I just come out here every day and just show them that, you know, I'm moving past it and I'm going to keep learning.
How can they?
Facts. And that's big facts, but he has to make sure he continues to learn, dog. You hear me? That's the main thing. You got to make sure he's really learning through the mistakes, homie. Through the mistakes, he got to learn from it. If he's not learning, he continue in the same cycle, then he just don't care, homie. You hear me? And he don't want to change. I guess the bottom line. But sooner or later, you want to change, you're going to try your best to change, dog. Period.
Guarantee this isn't going to happen again.
Say that again.
How can you guarantee stuff like this isn't going to happen again?
Just take it one day at a time. You know what I'm saying? I'm putting one foot in front of the other. And like I said, I'm just going to come out here and score touchdowns for my team.
Right. I mean, can you guarantee anything? Can he really guarantee anything? You hear me? Oh, it won't happen. This won't happen. How do we know? He can't guarantee it, can he? No, he can't guarantee it. Only, you hear me? All he can do, like you said, take it one step at a time, one day at a time, and make the right decision. Be smart. Zone in, right? You know, he know right from wrong. He know what to do and what not to do. Though he know what he doing to put himself in danger, to lose his career, in his career. Jordan Addison ain't no dummy, ain't no fucking fool, huh? Heavy, dog. It's in him, period. Is it in him or not, period? Do he want to change or not, period, dog? That's the main question. That's the major question, homie. Time to grow up, J.A. Time to grow up, dog, period, dog. You a true veteran now, dog, a true leader. Act like that, J.A. Hands down, man down, point blank. You're respect.
And just be a great teammate, be a great son, be a great brother, and just keep learning from my mistakes. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got it all figured out right now, but you know, I'm just gonna keep moving forward.
Have you apologized to the team?
Since it came out, you know, and people been reaching out to me individually and just asked me, you know, trying to figure out what was going on. And, you know, I just respect them for being hard on me, but picking me up at the same time.
Fact is what it's about, man. Got to be hard on him, you know what I'm saying? Got to talk to him a little bit, you hear me? But it's not about, you know, breaking a man down, breaking his will, breaking his confidence, right? Killing his confidence, dog. That's not what it's about. But you want to get through to him and talk to him and make sure what you're saying to him reach him, dog. Make sure he's really learning. You hear me, dog? You know what I'm saying? So we ain't looking at other tragedies in the future. You hear me, homie? That's just what it is, dog. But I'm glad to hear him say he made mistakes. He's trying to learn from it. He's still growing. We know that. That ain't the question, dog. What, he 22 years old? But at the end of the day, I don't care. You're 22 years old. You understand what to do and what not to do, dog. Do you want to do it, J.A.? Period. He say he was in a mental dark place. He got to fight to get up out of there. He got to take the necessary steps to get up out of there. Stay in the right environment, dog. Not put certain substances in his body, dog. That was still under investigation, but he got to keep his mind right. Make sure he's around the right people that help him keep his mind right, dog. Whoever he closest to. But you got to be careful too, because sometimes the closest ones be hating, jealousy, envy, dog. You hear me? You just got to make sure his circle tight, homie. Heavy. Point blank, period. His circle got to be tight and really for him.
I mean, you know, just bringing me in, making sure that I'm moving forward. They know that I'm going to shake it off. Can't no adversity make me break, make me fold. You know what I'm saying? I'm just going to be me. Did you feel?
Never fold, dog. I like he said. I like when he said that, homie. That's what it's about. Never fold. Hear me? Never fold, big dog. No matter what, J.A., no matter what, Jordan Addison, never fold, homie. You hear me? Keep grinding, keep pushing, no cap. Keep grinding, keep pushing, no cap, dog. Straight up.
How much teammates do care about you?
Yeah, I did. I definitely did feel that. Just instantly. You know, when it happened, I knew, you know, before it came out in the media, so I was already down trying to block the world out for real, and they just made me come out and, you know, just keep going.
What do you mean you were trying to block the world out?
You know, because I did.
Exactly what he said. Kill the noise. Dog. What you think he mean? Block the world out? You hear me? what you thought he meant, dog? Block the world out. You know exactly what he mean by block the world out, homie. You hear me? Block the world out. Kill the noise. Not pay attention to the articles, to social media. That's probably why he deleted some of his page or deleted the pictures off his social media, dog. Trying to clear his mind, get his mind right, huh? Escape the bullshit, maybe, dog. Huh? We know what he mean, bro. Period. That's what I'm talking about. The media, bro. The media know what they be doing sometimes. You hear me? The media know what they be doing, bro.
You know, just it'd be a lot. It'd be a lot on me sometimes when
Yeah.
things come out on the media. A lot of people that's reading it don't really know who I am for real from the incident, so they just judge me off the incidents that happened.
Facts, you hear me? And he definitely deserves to take responsibility. But like he said, they don't even know him, just judging him. Oh, another football player fell asleep, assuming he's on drugs, assuming he was drunk. You hear me? Assuming the worst, dog. Stereotyping and putting him in a box, not really understanding or trying to understand what he's going through, what maybe he has been going through, what family issues, mental issues, like we talking about. You hear me? What stressors he might be under, dog. And we know no excuse at the end of the day. He got to bounce back. He got to zone in. He's a professional. Huh? But, man, they go through stuff as well, dog. He got stuff going on. He got family issues, I'm sure, dog. Heavy. Huh? Who knows what's going on outside his football life, dog? You hear me? Period. Not him. Just the ones in general. Even the people talking about him. Talking about him bad. Act like they missed or missed perfect, huh? Like they got it all together, huh? Like they ain't made no mistakes, you hear me? Like they holier than thou, huh? I understand the man need, you know, whatever happens, suspension, whatever happens, dog, whatever the ramifications are. He deserved that. He'll get that. But let's be real here, dog. Talking about trading him, bring Adam Thielen in, get him out the building, make a trade for JA. That's cap, homie. Come on, bro. That's cap. Turn your fan card in, dog. Period. Bottom line. Here.
They not around me every day. You know what I'm saying? They don't know what I do for people outside of football.
Oh.
But, you know, that's all it is. It'd be tough. So I'm just trying to make sure I keep going.
Yeah.
Keep the main thing, and just score touchdowns for the squad.
Is there any part of you that thinks that wonders if what happened last summer and what happened this time around is connected, that you have something you got to deal with in terms of
Right. I mean, I'm just gonna keep learning. You know what I'm saying? That's all I can do is just learn from my mistakes and, you know, keep moving forward. That's what it is.
Jordan,
Sit, dog. Put your best foot forward. You know what I'm saying? Just keep going, bro. Keep your mind right, dog. Keep your mind right. Keep the right ones around you. You're
expecting to be suspended by the league, or what are your thoughts?
he know, dog. Do he know kind of a dumb question, media guy? How did he know what to expect? You hear me? It's under investigation. He just told you it's under investigation. He just say he accept whatever responsibility come with it. What more you want him to say, dog? Come on, don't be a clown, homie. Don't be a clown, dog. Period. You hear me? He just explained to you up front, clear. It's under investigation still. He can't really speak on it, homie. And speaking on whether or not he should be suspended is partly speaking on that, speaking on the situation, dog. It's the wrong occasion. You hear me? Come on, media man. Come on, media guy. Mr. Media guy. Get your head out your ass, bro. Pay attention. Listen, you hear me, homie? You're trying to get the man jammed up. Come on, bro. Don't be an ass wipe, huh? Heavy, you hear?
I'm not sure what's going on, but, you know, I own up to whatever it is, any disciplinary actions that come my way. You know, I'm going to stand tall, face it, get through it, and shake back.
Yeah. That's it for that, man. Shout out JA, bro. Shout out Jordan Addison. Like you said, whatever come with it, he going to stand up, chest out, accept it, stand 10 toes down, take full responsibility, though. What more could you ask for, huh? What more could you ask for? Shout out Skolden, man. Shout out Skolden. Much appreciated, big dog. Shout out Skolden. Stay tuned, homie. You hear me? Shout out Skolden. No cap. But yeah, he going to accept full responsibility, dog. And that's all you could ask for him. He's showing maturity. He just got to continue to grow and get better, man. But that's it, man. Day 2 training camp. Nice little live. I might go live tomorrow. Come check me out again, man. I might be live tomorrow night. I'll let you know what's up, man. Make sure you stay tuned. Hit that bell. Make sure you hit that notification bell so you know when I'm on and rock and rolling, baby. Day 2 training camp. Training camp is upon us, dog. Ain't no more hiding. Ain't nobody safe, homie. Ain't nobody safe. You hear me? Yeah, man. Hey, make sure you fire them comments up. Like, comment, and subscribe. Like, comment, and subscribe. The live as well. Share the live as well. Heavy. Shout out my big dogs, my subscribers, my supporters. You are much appreciated for life. Big SKOL here, SKOL territory. And like I say, I might be live tomorrow night. Come check me out. Come rock and roll. Come zone in, dog. Tune in. You hear me? SKOL Vikes forever. Win, lose, or draw, man. Heavy. Yeah.